Hey there, welcome back nerds. I'm the Blue Titan and this is episode 6 part 2 of my Let's Play Balatro series. If you haven't seen that first episode, you should go back and watch that now. That's your only warning. The rest of this is going to be spoilers, so I'll give you a second. Alright, you've been warned. So in the last episode, we got a spectral card that turned our entire, or 40% of our deck, into queens. And now we're here to continue that story, because as the last video ended, we had just beaten the Ante 8, and we're going to continue on into endless mode with that deck and see how it can, how it's going to shape up. Our goal is to get to Ante 12 to unlock some of those jokers that we've seen in the shop. So we're not going to spend a lot of time getting into this. You already know the deal. If you've seen this deck, you should already know what the score is. If you don't, go back and watch that video, and we'll catch you back up. All right, let's go. All right, we want to make sure that we hit continue here. That would be such a disaster if we didn't, right? All right, green deck, round 21, ante 9, money 31, best hand. Best hand's not that crazy looking right now, but the deck has a lot. I mean, it has a lot of potential, so continue. Oh, yeah, that's just the option. I see. And then play. Cool. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick and remind ourselves what we had. So the cards, right? The jokers that we had, smiley face, played face cards, which triggers with our queens, get +5 mult when they score. So when I play one of those face cards, I'm going to get +5 mult. Now, this is pretty okay. It's pretty solid if you have a hand of 5 jokers. That's a hand of 5 jokers, a hand of 5 queens, because that's going to give us +25 total mult, right, over the course of the hand. But it's not the same thing as scoring afterwards and getting a times, you know, multiple and all that. It's an added mult, but it's a solid card. It is doing some heavy lifting for us right now. The fortune teller, though, and this thing over the course of the game is just going to get better and better and better. I bought this earlier and it replaced another joker that we had that was doing some early lifting for us, but this card just has you know, an infinite ceiling. Scary face, played face cards, again queens, give us some chips. So this is holding up the other half of the roof, right? The first half of the roof is the multiples, and then the second half of the roof is the chips. So this is giving us flat chips when scored. So right now, every time we score a hand, every time we play like a 5 of a kind, 5 queens, we're getting +25 mult, and we're getting +30 times 5 or 150 chips. So I haven't really done the math to see how good that is, but I could just, you know, at face value, face value, it looks like it's pretty all right. And then we have and by the way, this is also oh no, this isn't negative. This one's a negative. My brain was kind of, this is just foil. Then we have the acrobat, which is, you know, it's got the negative bonus, which is giving us an extra slot, which we'll talk about in a minute. It gives us ×3 mult on the final hand of the round. Now this is not crazy, but it is strong early if we're winning with one hand every single time, right? We could just throw down one hand, we get ×3 mult on it. It's not helping all of our hands, but most of the time we're trying to win off of just one hand. So if we can put it all in one hand, we're in a good spot. The constellation. This joker gains ×0.1 mult every time a planet card has been used. So we've been trying to use this and upgrade this. Well, upgrade this. Slowly gain value on this by spamming planet cards. That card in combination with the fortune teller slowly been growing over time. I don't see us getting rid of these unless it's something crazy. And then finally, the interesting thing, we have never seen this before, but last time we were here, we unlocked the first legendary joker. I assume there's more than one, but it was the first time I'd ever seen a legendary joker, so this is really exciting. I'm not sure how good this is, but it doesn't matter. It's just exciting to see a new card. I kind of highlighted in the last video. This game really understands the idea of a legendary being super special, so this is the first time I'd ever seen one in 15+ hours of gameplay, so I was really impressed. All right, now, that said, everything else is just the gameplay, so we're going to take off with the run. So, without further ado, here we go. All right, so the Empress enhances 2 selected cards into mult cards. That's bread and butter stuff. We really want that. So yeah, we want to throw that every time we see that card. Creates up to 2 tarot cards. We're going to want that too. And again, it triggers off at this triggers that. So these, we want these as often as we can because it's going to help here. Okay, so here. Something that we've been learning more and more, and I've silently just started doing, but I haven't really talked about it too much, is it's a good idea to buy these ahead of time and then go and buy your Arcana pack, because then you have more chances, more looks at the hands that you are going to be shown. So their Arcana pack, if I buy this right now, if I click this and then I buy it, I'm going to be forced to upgrade a few cards in my deck immediately or whatever. But I'm going to have another option to look at some cards. If I buy these now, then I'll have more opportunities immediately to get use out of this, rather than have to wait till in game to do it. So it's a good idea to buy these now if I'm going to buy them. If I'm going to buy this Arcana pack, buy these before that. Glow up. Foil, holographic, and polychrome cards appear 4 times more often. Yeah, we want that. You know, that's just gonna, and that might be what like holds us through on these antes. So we're gonna buy this now. It's a bit of an investment. All right. And then we're also gonna buy these like we talked about just a second ago. We're not gonna buy this and use it. We're gonna wait till we get into this Arcana pack and buy this guy and go. Okay, here's who we see we're showing a hand here. That's kind of our goal. And then here, converting cards into hearts is not really where we want to be. We don't really care about that. Unless we were going to change all the cards into hearts, but I don't think... I mean, we could start working on that if we really wanted to, but none of these cards are queens like we're going after. And I mean, except the 2 that are obviously already hearts. So stone cards, I don't think is where we're at right now. We really don't want to be doing this anymore. We're done with that because most of our hands are going to be like 3 queens or more, right? We don't want to be doing... I mean, if we can avoid it, we don't want more cards being this. I mean, obviously it's better than a 4, but it's a marginal. We're discarding these when we see them anyway, so we don't care about that. Gives the total value of all the current jokers. I mean, this is not bad. I mean, you buy this and then you get right back what we had because we spent some money before. Now the question about this isn't whether or not it made us money. The question is the opportunity cost, right? Because if I buy this, I'm only getting $11 back and I wasted a slot. I wasted an opportunity to buy a pack, right? That's one more pack that I never get the chance to get any value out of. I bought a $3 pack and I got $8 out of it. I mean, that's solid. It's basically a free pack later, but every additional pack that I'm using is one less slot that I'm using later on, or one less opportunity to get a pack that could have been converted into a playable card or like a more powerful card in my deck. And we're not at that stage, as far as I can tell anyway. In the 9th ante, we're at that point where we're trying to, you know, this is we're investing for the future. I don't know, like we're kind of already in the future, right? We kind of want to be getting as much value out of the cards we have already. Converting cards into hearts, yeah, I just don't see how that is relevant here or will be relevant again. So it is probably marginally still this that we're going to go with, but we're not going to do that yet because we want to make sure that we upgrade the things we have here. So this is perfect, right? We've got 2 queens and we want to upgrade them into multiple cards. And this is awesome too, because this is a red heart, red seal queen. So getting this into a mult card is big. That's a big deal. Because now we have a double triggerable. English is hard. Queen here that's going to get a multiple plus it's double triggered. This is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. We're also going to activate this Emperor, see what we get. You know, just more tarot cards now. Yeah, the Hermit's fantastic. Oh, this is... Couldn't have drawn it up better. If you know the game well, you already probably know where my brain's going. I'm seeing this death card and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm gonna take this forward. I'm gonna use death and then turn it into this queen. Things are looking out real well. And you also know, if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm extremely paranoid about this. So I'm gonna read this again. Death. Select 2 cards. We got 2 cards. Convert the left card, that would be the 4, to the card on the right, which is the queen. We check every time because we don't want to get we don't want to be upset. All right, then we'll activate this Hermit, right? It doubles our money. And we know now, we also learned too, this is max of 20. It's not saying that it will double a maximum of $20 to $40. It's saying that it will double a maximum of 20. I hope I didn't just contradict myself. I'm saying it won't, yeah, it's not that it will take your $10 and maximize it to a doubling of 20. That's what I meant to say. It will take a max of $20. If you have $21, it's only going to take $20 of that and double it, is what I'm trying to say. That was something we learned. So we're going to use this. We should use this every time we see it. And you see, that's much better than selecting something like Temperance. Temperance could be crazy. We could gain a lot of money out of this, but you know, $11 is not as valuable. So, you know, in this situation, I'm almost tempted to switch everything to hearts here. The thing is, our deck is a good mix of everything, and I don't really want to go up against a boss blind that punishes us for having all queens. I meant to say all hearts. I don't see that being something that's going to end our run, but at the same time, it also concerns me a bit. But it still is better than what I'm seeing here, I think. Again, the stone card is a non-factor. We are not doing that. But turning everything into hearts, I mean, that's not terrible, right? The thing about it is, I don't see how this is just marginally better. Again, if there were 3 queens in my hand, I'd probably do it. you know, like on the goal towards that flush 5 scenario that we were talking about in the last. And if you weren't here for that before, a flush 5 is whenever you get 5 of a kind, and they're all the same suit. So that's a flush, right? All the same suit, and they're 5 of a kind. So a flush 5. Something we unlocked yesterday was yesterday. It's been days since I played. I think it was 3 days ago since I played. Anyway, I still think that realistically, while this could be good, it's just not good for what we're trying to do here. So we're going to go ahead and take, begrudgingly, I think we're going to take that extra $11. Now we're going to buy Celestial Packs. I'm not even going to think. I'm just going to take the Planet X the second I see it. Okay, so this is pretty solid, though. This is everything but the Planet X. This is what we're looking for. Those 2s of a kind, 3s of a kind, 4s of a kind. This pack was made for us. Solid. We must not have got the telescope. Or maybe we did get the telescope and I don't remember, and we played more hands that are 4 of a kinds than we played 5 of a kinds. No, we just haven't bought the telescope, have we? Nope, we never saw it. Keep an eye out for the telescope. That's what we're looking for. So, all right, next. Do we reroll here? Blinds. What do we got next? Upcoming 110,000. Create up to 2 common jokers. We don't care about that. And we are the green deck, we gotta remember, right? The green deck has essentially no value or holding money. And there's really no reason at all to be holding money to get these. The next base edition shop is free and becomes a negative. Okay, so one of my viewers and also one of my good friends, who's only got me into this game, he mentioned that you don't actually have to have the slots already in order to buy a Joker that has a negative modifier. So if you have 5 Jokers and then you find a Joker that's got the negative modifier, you don't have to have already had it to then have 6 slots to buy it. You can buy it, and then it automatically adds that 6th slot and just squeezes itself in there space-wise. I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of a nice quality of life thing, but I thought maybe you already had to have the negative before, so that's good to keep in mind. We might skip this one because a negative bonus Joker might be just good for critical mass. I mean, who knows what it's going to be, of course, but it might be worth it. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and reroll here and see what we get. Yeah, and see, we're gonna take these anytime we get the chance. We might even use this glass card because it's a tarot card, you know. Use it on a card that I don't care about. This egg did some work for us before. We cracked it for, I think, 17 money earlier in the same run. This is actually something I was thinking about too. I've never seen it happen, but I'm getting the sense from some of the people that have made comments on my videos and a few people who've sent me some Discord messages about this. I'm getting the sense that you can actually have more than one copy of the same Joker in the same run, in the same group. And I don't mean using the blueprint Joker to copy it. I mean, you could have like 2 of this egg if you randomly got them. I was under the impression that maybe it was supposed to be unique every single time and every Joker was always going to be different. You could never have copies, but though this does not confirm that because it's twice in the same run, I don't have the Joker that I had cracked earlier. Maybe that just gets added back to the queue. It could be the case, but I don't know. It just kind of looks like this might be the case. There's a chance, right, that you might be able to get more than one of the same Joker. All right, so we're going to buy the Empress. We talked about this, and we're going to buy this Justice card, I guess. I'll sell this if it's not any good here. I'm going to reroll one more time as well. Okay. Each played 5 of clubs. So this is all based on 5s. I gotta remember that. At the bottom of the card, it says card changes every round, but it's not that. The thing that's strange is, and it's kind of hard to see, but I think the word clubs is like a very dark midnight blue, rather than the rest of those words I think are black, and I never paid attention to that before. So I think that's the part of the part that changes. It's a foil, which is good, but it doesn't do anything for what we're trying to do. When the blind is selected, you destroy the Joker on the right, to the right, and it's permanently added to the mult and sell value of this card. I feel like this card has the potential to be absurd. But I also feel like that's for another run. As much as it could be good right now, just be messing with what we're doing. I'm really excited at some point to make a playthrough with this card because, you know, just it's like a permanent version of the fire card we saw earlier, mult-wise. It's just going to grow forever. I say a permanent version. The fire card, as we realize, or I realize a little late after, you know, sitting here and lambasting it for, you know, over 2 or 3 minutes, talking about how I didn't think it was any good. Then I suddenly dawned on me that it was a times multiplier, not a +2 multiplier, which is multiplied after the fact. It's a lot better than I thought. This card is not. This card is just a plus multiplier. Just a but it does add higher. I think this card does have the potential to have a high ceiling though. It's just not for this playthrough. We're gonna reroll one more time, and we buy all these. We buy and use these all, not because we really need. We're not gonna be caring about all of this. We're really just doing it to feed this Joker. We really want to feed that Joker as much as we possibly can. All right. I'm not going to reroll anymore because I'm starting, like, you know, it's starting to get to diminishing returns to the rerolls. I don't gain any interest, but I'd rather get 3 rerolls around than, like, you know, spend it all here and not have money for later. Okay, so here we're not skipping this. We talked about this. We're going. All right, so we want to discard if we can. That's pretty good. Discard. Oh, darn it. I missed an opportunity to get my... That sucks. I missed out on a free tarot card. Foolish on my end. I probably should have put those mults on this, honestly. Yeah, I should have done that. I made a mistake, and then I was talking, and I made another mistake. I should have put those mults on the wild Joker queens, because these wild queens are better than the basic queens. Well, in theory. I mean, there's the corner case that we talked about against that one boss blind where it gets weaker because they get debuffed, but we're not really worried about that right now. All right. Something I didn't realize until I was kind of looking at the video last time and, you know, looking up the Joker's names to make sure I talked about them correctly when I was putting them in the description of the video and all of that, was I didn't realize that it's not the sigil, it's the Ouija. Yeah, the sigil's the one that changes all the cards in your hand to a random suit, and then the Ouija's the one that changes them all to a random rank. But then it also has -1 hand size forever after that, and I'm starting to notice that. I was just looking at my hand and I want to make a comment on that. I didn't catch it the first time around, so it's not just all upside. Prevents death if chips scored are at least 25% required. It prevents death, so it stops you from losing if the chips scored are at least 25% of the required chips, and then it self-destructs. So this is a one and done. It's a one and done. Okay, so this is a cool card, but I'm not gonna buy it. The reason I'm not gonna do it is because I'd essentially be buying this as kind of with the expectation I was gonna lose. And the reality is I'd much rather just buy a card that was gonna get us to the win right now, right? I feel like this would be solid. You know, the nice part is it's polychrome, right? It's 1.5 times, but I'm not impressed by what its base ability right here. Faceless Joker. Earn $5 if we're discarding things. We're not discarding anymore, so that's outside of our goals right now. Arcana pack. Yeah, so we want to buy these and use them immediately, as we've talked about before, anytime and every time. It's going to keep adding to the power level of this fortune teller. All right, we can turn some cards into lucky cards. This is great. This is great. So the question is, do we want lucky cards or do we want power? And I don't think that we really care about money anymore, even though this has a chance of a +20 mult. I think realistically, I would much rather have the flat 30 chips and just start throwing it up here to start making higher base value cards. I've got a pretty good card quality deck right now, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm gonna go ahead and use this, although I'm just gonna use this to use it. I don't care about this card being a glass card. I'm just using this to activate my tarot card, right? The fortune teller. I could have sold that for $1, but I think the extra 1 mult on this would be better in the long run. So we're going to take these 2 queens that, I don't know if they're the same ones because we got so many of them. As a reminder, look at all these queens, my goodness. That's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Half the deck. Man, okay. But I'm going to take these 2 queens and I'm going to give them the bonus card. There's probably some argument to be made about the Magician. 1 in 5 chance of getting +20 mult. I mean, a 1 in 5 chance. You know, maybe this is better. playing the margins on this, I'm not even looking at the money. The money's like a nice little extra thing. The question is, do I value plus 30 extra chips across 2 queens more than I value plus 20 mult occasionally? And I honestly don't know, because what we're doing up here with these, we're going to be getting mults all day anyways, right? We're going to have our mults for days. I think I'd rather just take the mults I have at base for my jokers and then just make them more consistent over time. I don't know. You have to tell me in the comments if you think whether or not like you would do this more or not. I don't know if I'd take the lucky card more or I'd take the bonus card more in the long run, but I feel like I feel more strongly about the flat 30. And the reason I do is just because I feel like I'm already getting multiples anyways, right? So putting more chips on my jokers in the long run, I think might be a better option. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen the numbers. All right, so these are cards I don't really care about at all. What I'll probably do here is I'll probably just take, see, if I take this, I have to use it, but I don't use it. I'm going to take this. See, this is nice because I can activate this right here and then it doesn't affect the cards in my hand. It just kind of stores another Hierophant up here, Hierophant. I've never actually said that word out loud, so I think it's Hierophant. Like a Sycophant, yeah, Sycophant. I guess you could probably say that both ways. I don't know. Caramel. Tomato, I don't know how you say that actually. All right, then we're gonna re-roll one time and we're gonna see what we get. We take these every time, even though we don't really care to use, we're not using a straight flush or whatever that was. And then again, we'll keep it, I think under $30 or so, I'll probably just leave it as it is. Let's go and see what, because I think we were gonna dive out of the next one because I think we're gonna get a free. After you play or discard, you always draw 3 cards. Oh, you only draw 3. So I think the way that this works is you basically have to, like, I get it, it's like sidewinding. That makes sense. It is kind of serpent-like. So you play 5 cards, you only get 3 back. You discard 1, you get 3 back. You play 5 cards, you get 3 back. You discard 1, you get 3 back. And it's literally like sidewinding back and forth. Like every other hand, you get a full hand of 5. It does make sense. That's pretty good flavor. All right. I think I do want to skip this though and get the free Joker, like the free base edition Joker. I don't know. It's hard to decide. The question is, do I just want a free extra Joker slot? And I think there's an argument to be made that it might be worth it marginally, right? It might not be good. I'm really rolling on that one. And it might be better in the long run just to get extra bonuses on these guys and keep feeding these 2 Jokers, but I don't know. I am going to re-roll one time here though and see what I get. And just cannot get a break on these polychromes. Create a tarot card if the poker hand contains an ace and a straight. That's not anything we're interested in doing right now. None of these cards are. This Joker gains 4 chips if the hand played it contains exactly 4 cards. See, this I might, if we had been all game playing a 4s of a kind, this would be a good one to kind of buy. Although we've seen it, I think this is the 3rd time we've seen it on the playthrough, so we're not doing that now. It's way too late to be considering buying this now. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this, and we're gonna go play against this Serpent real quick. Boss's ability disabled. Oh! Right. This is insane. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna discard like this and hope I get 1 queen. I did, and I'm gonna take both of these and I'm gonna turn them both into bonuses. And then I'm gonna use this. I don't really care about this. I'm just gonna turn a few random queens into clubs. I'm not trying to switch my entire hand. I'm just using this to get activations on my guy here. I'm not trying to turn all my queens into 1 suit. I'm not doing that. I will discard these 2 though. Yeah, and then here, see, we've got a foil. You know, honestly, I'd rather do this. This is a good card because it's plus 50 chips here, but I think I'd rather take this 6 and turn it into the red seal heart or queen that we had here. Man, it wouldn't be awesome if we had 1 queen floating around the deck that was also polychrome or foil in addition, but I don't want to ask for too much. It's ridiculous. I think I'm going to take it just like so. And we're going to use death here to make a copy of this queen. And then here we're just going to get out of here. I say get out of here. I don't know if this is actually going to win us the game or not here. But it's going to be a strong hand. I mean, it will, right? I can't imagine this not winning it for us. I'd be very surprised. The double trigger here on the queens is going to be incredible. See, the nice thing about this card right here is because it's this acrobat, because this thing has a negative modifier on it, I never have to think about this card again. It just gives me, its slot is a free slot. So negative slots are incredible, right? They're literally just a free Joker slot. Unless they're a detrimental Joker, there's no reason not to try to get them when you have an opportunity, which is why I was so excited about getting one. 100 chips if you play a 3 of a kind. Oh, oh no, that's not the Joker that I'm getting the... See, this is a card that you buy because it just gives you, it's a free Joker slot. Is it what we want? Nah, but rerolls cost less. Yeah, we take that. Because we've been rerolling, right? This is gonna be what helps us in the long run here to get more and more cards. We're not really in this for 3 of a kinds. We want 5 of a kinds or 4 of a kinds, right? This is a very solid card. But just not for what we're trying to do here. It's almost what we're looking for, but not quite. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and buy this. This makes a copy of Death. Actually, I really like that. We don't... How are we making extra tarot cards? It was from the seals, right? Yeah. So we're gonna buy this and use this right now, because I want the Death now. And then we're going to go ahead and buy both these standard packs. Again, we're looking for queens or, you know. Yeah. So this kind of sucks. Because realistically, as much as card quality-wise, these 2 cards are really good in general, I think in our particular case, which is very crazy to even say this, I think that buying this king would actually be bad for the deck. Because I'm never going to re-trigger it. I'm never going to play it. The steal part of it is the only part that made me think twice about it. But again, I can't lower the rank of the card. There's no card that does that lowers the rank of a card from what I've seen. I don't think that's in the game. 7 of diamonds. This is a mult. We're never scoring this. I'm going to skip this. You have to tell me if you think this is crazy or not. But I just don't see this as a playable hand. Or playable group of cards. We're just looking for queens or something close. All right, and then this is another good example. Like, I don't think this is that crazy or that good. You might make an argument that this 10 could be playable. Like, you know, after 2 upgrades, we could probably turn it into something. But again, I would have to use strength cards to upgrade this thing. Do I take this? I'll go ahead and take this one. I think this is marginal. I don't even know if it's worth it. I'm gonna have to use 2 strength cards. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. I'm gonna have to use 2 strength cards in that thing over the course of the game to get there. I just don't believe in it. We're gonna reroll. Let's buy the wheel. This thing is... the wheel. How many times have I failed you? How many times have I failed you? Well, the nice part is the wheel right now is feeding this guy, so I don't really care that much. Again, we're down at 25. I'm gonna stop there. I just don't want to go very much lower than that. So we beat that boss. So we're on to the next thing here. Well, let's get an idea for what we've got going on before we actually go out there. We've got... Oh, free... Oh, my! I think we just skipped, right? Just start getting these free jokers. Is that crazy? We go next round here, and then we just say, okay, I'm just gonna skip and get the next base free Joker, and I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna skip them. And then here, again, all heart cards are debuff. We don't care about that. Now we're looking to turn... This is fine. This is exactly what I was talking about. Now, I'll turn this into this, I'll say. Well, actually, No, we have to do this because whatever we discard, we're gonna get another death trigger or nothing. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna take these two in the right order here. My goodness. And I'm gonna do the death exchange again here. Make an extra copy of this queen. And then here we're gonna go ahead and discard these two guys. Get an extra death. Cool. Then we're also going to make some cards lucky. We'll take, wait. This is foil and it's got a gold seal. I can make it lucky. And I'll make this guy lucky as well. Yeah, making it lucky and it's also got a gold seal. This is the card I want to make copies of if I can. Make something into a steel card. I mean, that's fine. Again, this is margins here. Actually, if I'm going to do it, I'm probably going to do it to this queen, right? Because the other ones are the ones I'd want to score. So we're playing this hand right here. If we get through this round, which is a big deal, right? This is the big boss. This is the big one. If we get through this round, we'll be in a really good spot. Because we're going to get 2 free jokers, like, immediately. Whatever they are, I don't really even care. It's just the fact that I'm getting a critical mass of jokers. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. So now we got to discard again. All right, we got a 5 of a kind again here, so we just play it. All right. I'm getting that extra value here. Every played club, just flat, just randomly giving me +3 mult. Yeah, we take that. Actually, I should be putting that over here. I don't even know if that order actually matters there, to be honest. We really need cards to trash these queens. We want to be trashing these queens that we aren't using. Or, I'm sorry, we want to trash the cards that are not queens. So we really want the Hanged Man. As many copies of the Hanged Man as we can get. That'd be awesome. So we want to look out for those. That's the tarot card that lets you trash 2 cards from your deck. We got there. All right, even got 2 extra money off the green deck's extra hands thing. We're doing fine here. And the thing that's nice is it's actually a consistent thing, right? That was 3 hands in a row. Well, I'm gonna have to do some discarding, which is concerning, right? Like, I'm not just blowing these things off the, you know. That's what we want. Yes. This Joker gains +1 mult per consecutive hand played without scoring a face card. That does literally nothing for us, but raise the cap on interest earned. Okay, this literally doesn't do anything for us, but we're buying it just because we're buying multiple vouchers. I think there was some kind of a bonus for having multiple vouchers or buying like multiple vouchers in the same playthrough. I can't remember exactly, but we're gonna go there anyway. We're gonna buy the Celestial packs when we see them. And again, we hope for like a Planet X or something like that, but we will take a Venus. Anything that's like, you know, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. Gosh, I hope we don't have to be playing 2 of a kinds, but there could be a corner case or something. I could see it. If we can get a negative or we can get a holo, we might. I still don't know what this thing does. As I said before, it kind of reminds me. I think this is probably what it's supposed to be referring to. I mean, it's not exactly like Pokemon has a monopoly on things that look like a glitch, but it makes me think I'm missing no. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then that probably means you're under 30. But Riffraff, when blind is selected, create 2 common jokers. Yeah, I still think this thing is pretty solid early game if you can get this. Imagine getting this in the first few rounds. I mean, I'm not even talking about the polychrome. This is such a good snowbally card. Does some heavy lifting early game. That's going to be like your mileage may vary. You may very well end up with some bad jokers, but just the sheer amount of value this could potentially give you, even if they're common, like it says, even if they're common, it's a lot of value. And it could contour your deck and kind of take you some route. It's almost like putting the game on rails and be like, all right, deck, all right, Chance, tell me how you want me to play. I can't buy these because I don't have the space. So we're going to go ahead and skip this, but that's okay. We're buying this. Reroll? It's fine. ×4 mult every 6 hands played. Yeah, we don't like that card. It made us sad last time. All right, we are not doing +3 hand size the next round. All right, so here we want to enhance some things into bonus cards. Yeah, we're gonna turn these two into bonus cards. Now they were wild cards. I'm not ignoring that. The wild cards are fine, but I'm not as impressed by them anymore. Much rather guarantee that what I draw is good every single time and like powerful by itself in and of itself. But I guess I could have kept that for. I could have kept that hand or that card, but I'm trying to get the extra multiples too, right? As often as I can. I want to use these tarot cards. I mean, as fast as I can. I don't know if we can win this. 7.2 million? What a jump. Is this a straight? That's funny. Are we gonna lose this? We might lose this. We might actually lose this. Okay, so I'm sitting here looking at this like margins wise, and I'm thinking if I switch one of these cards to a wild card, I can have a flush 5 again, right? Which I guess is probably better, even though this is a lucky card. It's probably better to make it into a flush 5 card. I don't know. We're gonna do it. And we're also gonna do it because we want to get as many points as we can on our stuff, right? Our mults. Actually, wild cards are better than I was thinking. I made an error there. So now I have extra discards remaining, which is good too. But we want. Again, this card is useless to us. We want. Wasn't there a card that was giving us bonuses for every one of a specific card type? Club suit. Yeah, this guy. Now that, I guess that probably changes every round, or maybe it doesn't. I think it did. We talked about this earlier. I think that's written in that like kind of midnight blue color. The word club. Maybe I'm seeing things here, but it's stronger based on clubs. Regardless, if I make all my cards into wild cards, which is kind of contradictory to what I just said a second ago, then this would trigger on every one of those too, because they'd be considered all suits. But here I'm going to go ahead and play a flush 5. I don't think I can do this, guys. That's a lot of points. 7.2 million? Huh. I'm certainly not doing it with a 4 of a kind. I guess I'll turn this into a gold card. Huh. This feels a little deflating. I don't know what I could do differently here. Maybe I just don't have the 1 or 2 jokers I really need to make this go crazy, but feels like you just need a little bit, like a slightly larger push, something that lets me re-trigger all my jokers or something like that. And I'm not quite getting there. Yeah, guys, this is it. I lose. Full house is not what we're looking to do. This probably ain't even scoring 80,000. Wow. Oh no. No queens in the last hand. How you have forsaken me. Let's see how low of a point we can get. Why was that worth so much at the end? Are we allowed to actually see the... Huh. Well, I gotta say, that did not live up to my expectations. After waiting a few days to play and then just getting smashed like that, that really sucks. Wow. Okay. Times reroll. Let me look at these stats for a second here. Best hand. Yeah, the hands weren't that incredible this time. Most played hand, 5 of a kind. Yeah, we saw that. Spend a total of 2,500. Okay, sure. We got a new voucher. +1 card slot available at the shop. See, what killed us this game was that thing that converted all of our hands into queens was good. No, that's not what it was. We were getting reliable 5 of a kinds. What killed us is we didn't have a card like the king modifier, something that just kicks our cards like to the moon. Like, we were getting solid multiples, but we weren't getting like multipliers over our multipliers and, like, you know, or whatever. I wonder if there's like a Joker that restarts the sequence at the beginning of the Jokers or something one time, or I don't know. That's kind of deflating. I'm surprised like how that ended up happening at the end. And that sucks, but that's okay. That was still such a cool experience, and I understand more about the game now. Like that, the Spectral cards, they're so exciting. This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, you know, you lose, and it reminds me of Dark Souls. And I know that's a strange comparison for those that might not have played both, but I'd be surprised if, you know, you're this entranced into a game like this and you hadn't heard of a game like Dark Souls. But, you know, they both have that feeling where you lose, and it really is deflating. But then you just want to get back up and play again because it's kind of like, all right, next time, man. Okay. Because I have not. I'm like, but I'm smiling because it was actually fun, even though that's ridiculous. All right, voucher unlock, +1 card slot at the card shop. Yeah, that's gonna be good for us. Buy 50 total tarot cards. Tarot cards appear 4 times more frequently. Yeah. All right, let's look at our collection and see. We know what all these are now. We've unlocked a lot of these vouchers. Only redeemed that 3 times. We've still got a long ways to go to redeem that. Oh man, I was really excited when I saw this too, as like a negative or a neutral Joker, negative Joker. I mean, an extra free slot. I was like, yes. But that other one was just such a dud. Where were you, Banana? Where were you when I need you? Where were you, Banana? I really wondered if I was going to see like one of these, right? This thing gets stronger for kings. I'm wondering if there's like an ace, king, queen, jack 10 version, or maybe ace, king, queen, jack, and then that's it, and this is something else. I have a feeling it is. I really wish I'd gotten that, but that's okay. We gotta move on. We gotta lick our wounds and we gotta move on. All right. I think I looked at everything else. All right. So, bonus video, I guess. I'm not going to put this in the description or anything like that because I don't want to ruin the... Oh, man. I'm sorry, viewers. I was really hoping I'd do something more with those queens, but it just was not in the cards this time. That's okay. We're going to start a new one. Welcome to episode secret episode. We're going to start a new one here real quick. All right, so Balatro play. Now we beat, I guess the upside all of that is we did beat the green deck. So now we can switch over. We can now try our luck with the black deck. What else do I have in here? Yeah, I'll go ahead and try the black deck. Yeah, why not? I guess the people that are going to be watching episode 7 whenever that comes out are going to be like, if I beat this, they're going to be like, when did he beat the black deck? If I beat that, and I'm going to be like, well, if you're a real fan and you watch my videos, you'd know. All right, black deck. +1 Joker slot. -1 hand every round. Oof. Oof. The extra Joker slot's slick, but the -1 hand's really gonna hurt. We gotta thread that needle early. We're gonna have to kind of get to that -1 hand every round is big. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. The next base edition Joker in the shop is free, becomes foil. Let's just do this, because if it doesn't work out, you know, so be it. But that's in the first round. I'm just gonna get a free Joker and it's foil. It's a solid thing to start me off with. You know, I still gotta do the math or figure it out. Somebody's gotta kind of talk to me about this, but I don't know. Is there like an order in terms of what's considered more powerful? I would assume, though I don't know, I would assume that the weakest Joker obviously is the one that doesn't have any modifier at all. But of the 3 modifiers, I would assume it goes foil, holographic, and then polychrome in terms of power level. And even in a vacuum, it's probably just the case that the polychrome is better than the foil, right? Extra base chips, I don't know how good extra base chips are. I mean, obviously it's better than having nothing. But you started to get into these games of like min-maxing. Is it better to have an extra +100 chips or better to have an extra 10 multiplier? I don't even know if that's a good comparison, but you understand what I'm saying. I've never sat down and really done the math on that. D6 tag, rerolls the next shot. We're not doing any of that yet. We don't care about that. An extra Joker slot. So we're essentially on our own with weaker hands at the start. So here, I'm thinking maybe a flush. We don't get any extra value out of hands like we did the last time, so we can be a little bit more picky about what we play. I might just do this. Play a pair, look for a flush in the next hand. Right? I think that's kind of probably the best I can do with what I got. And there's our flush. There's something... See, this is another thing in this game I haven't really talked about too much, but... And I mean, if you're not a Magic fan, you're probably tired of hearing this, but it's kind of my basis for comparison when it comes to games. One of the things that a lot of modern card games don't understand is that feeling of starting fresh, right? I mean, I guess it's partially based upon the player themselves, because if I don't ever go buy a new deck and I'm only playing decks I've been playing for 10 years, I don't, you know, it's kind of user error at that end. But the thing about this game is, anybody that watches my video and, like, you know, is playing their own playthrough, my playthrough, their playthrough, we all start at base level 52 cards. We all have the same 52 cards in our deck. We all have the same start, and we all have the same theoretical benchmark to base ourselves off of. So we can, there's a fun comparison going on, a playful, like, you know, competitiveness between us, and when we kind of look at each other's runs and think, oh wow, that person did that, I could do that too. Whereas in a game like Magic, and I guess to some degree maybe Pokemon, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, there's a higher barrier to entry with that, because you might not be able to afford the same cards as somebody that's been playing the game for 25 years, 10 years might even have. And so you see a deck that somebody's built, you might not have access to that same deck. And let me not get into conversation about, you know, that in that space, if you're into Magic, you know that people can create their own copies of cards or make their own version of them. You just use a simple printer and print it off, and that's a whole other conversation in that space. But some people do that. But what I'm saying, though, is I like how this game flattens the curve. Everybody starts off with the same deck, and your experience is the same every single time. So you can kind of compare your starts to other people. I'm going to discard here. All right, we got ourselves a full house. Yep. Now it's a good question to see, or now it's a good time to answer the question. Do we normally get any money from our extra discards? Which I don't think we do. That was just a green deck exclusive, I think. It was. That was just a perk of the green deck. That sucks. The fact that it gets weaker every single round kind of sucks. But it will get us through the first few blinds without even trying, so that's nice too. So I'm not gonna buy anything because of that. I'm gonna save my money and start trying to get interest, I guess. The buffoon packs and all that other stuff I don't really care about so much. Must play 5 cards, sure, it doesn't even matter. This is gonna win it for us by itself, so. Yeah. And then I'll just play, I guess, a 3. Doesn't matter. This should just win it anyway. This should just win us the game anyways. Because the base 50 plus the times 20. I mean, we just win instantly, right? So this is going to get weaker every single round, but it is going to get us through to probably the first 2 full antes. It might not carry us all the way to the second boss because it's going to be down to times 4 at that point, but will be enough to kind of potentially leapfrog us a bit. All cards in the shop are less. Adds a sell value of all your jokers. I'm just gonna play. I don't really care about any of that right now. The next base edition version of the... Hey, actually, this is a great one. If we take this thing doesn't go down. For each round played. This actually is stronger if we skip. And we get another, we get a holographic one. Let's do it. What does skipping this blind do? We're not gonna skip this one though. All right, so this is junk. I'll keep the 10. And here we've got a 9, a 10, a jack, a king, and a queen. Yeah, that's fine. A straight's gonna win it for us anyways, because again, this thing's gonna carry us through for the first few antes. I wonder if this disappears the same way that the banana does. Like, it gets eaten at the end. I wonder if that does that, since that's popcorn. I bet it does. Earn $5 for every discarded 7. Okay. That's gonna passively generate us some money early game. Sure, I'll take it. I don't know how much I care about this yet. I have to buy this now. If I'm ever gonna buy it at all. And then after that, these extra playing card packs are fine, but I don't really care about them that much right now. I don't really have like a goal yet. I don't really have like anything that I'm trying to... Oh, hold on. I think we discard these because they're 7s here. We'll keep this 3. And we will hope for another diamond. We didn't get there, but that's fine. We still got discards. I think I'll just go ahead and discard these now. And then now we've got an ace, a king, a queen, a jack, and a 10 again, another straight. And this just win it for us. Okay. This earned us quite a bit of money. I mean, it's already paid for itself, right? It's already 10 money we just earned off of it, which is pretty good, pretty handy. We're walking out with some extra interest. We're feeling good about that. Oh my. All cards and packs are 50% off extra. We buy this now. And now we might just start buying things, right? The sheer amount of... Because these are so low priced. This might actually be good for us because then we can start to get a clue as to what we're trying to do. We got the lowest discount we'll ever get for this, so might as well do it now. We can go into debt. We don't care about that. We just want the highest ranked card here. Maybe something like this. For each discarded card? Sure. If the hand contains a straight, we have done 2 straights. I just don't see that mattering yet. I'm gonna buy these because they're just so low priced. I mean, $1. These are so cheap too. I'll level up the straight. There might be a straight game like speaking to us right now. I played 2 straights. I saw the card that increased straight in the shop. I bought it twice. It's looking like the game is trying to speak to me. It's speaking straight to me. Speaking straight into my ear. All right, we got. See, this is plus 25 money. It's pretty strong, but I don't want that right now. I'm actually doing okay on money. I'd much rather get access to. I'd rather just start buying things in mass. See, this is awesome. What do we get value out of for discarding? Diamonds. So we're gonna discard 2 7s to get value out of this, and then we're gonna discard these diamonds as well to get extra values on this castle. And we're just gonna be greedy about that and just discard that kind of stuff right now. No, not play. Ugh, that would have been disappointing. Marginal gains, but we'll take those. Here we've got the makings of almost a straight, but it's not quite there. So we're gonna discard this 7, of course, and this diamond, and we're gonna discard this diamond as well. And I guess we'll discard this guy and this. We're just gonna go for it again. We're not looking for a lot here. I mean, just a playable hand will be good. A single jack would make this insane, but I'm actually, again, I'm not really too worried. I think I'm just gonna discard everything down here. This isn't as good of a discard as my previous ones, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, here we've got a 9, a 10, a jack, a queen, a king. I'm gonna keep this 9 and send this ace. So we got a straight. We got a straight. We got a straight. All right. So now this thing should consume itself. No, we still got, wow, we still got 2 rounds left on it because of that skip we did earlier. Switching things into diamonds is not something we care about, and we're not playing pairs. Man, this card seems bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it just to have this joke. It's only $1. I'm gonna buy it to discover it. And I'm gonna buy these standard packs because they're almost no money. Yeah, sure. I don't know what I'm going for, but a blue seal. It's funny, I really don't even know what I'm looking for here. This is the highest value card in the pack. I don't even know if it's good. Yeah, I didn't know if I really should have kept that. It's kind of mediocre. All right, this blind, the water's gonna be tough because we actually don't have the ability. The water's gonna be our test, right? Because wait. No queen here. What are we trying to discard this time? Hearts? Well, none of these are hearts. That sucks. No 7s either. All right. This is pretty much the worst case scenario. Plus 50 chips, we play a pair. So what we might do here, this is a little strange, but we might go 9, 8, 4, Jack, Jack. Get rid of most of these cards. We don't want to accidentally play these 2 and not get the trigger off the slide joker, because if we do that, we'll play 2 pair. We're just looking for a single pair. We have no hearts to get any value off of this, and we have no 7s to discard. We're just doing this to get the pair trigger. This is like the equivalent of discarding a hand, but we're gonna get some accidental value out of it anyways because of this. Sure. And now we'll sculpt a little bit, right? We'll try to discard some cards. We want to look for 7s. So we're basically there. We're just going to discard cards and try to get there on the 7 values. Oh, this changes every single round. As well, it's discarded. Okay, for every discarded 5, so the card rank changes every round. I need to read. Oh my gosh. So we'll discard hearts. Well, I gotta pay real attention to this one. I'm gonna run E just by having to pay attention. Discard. Upgrade. Got no more discards here after this round. So we gotta be careful if we really want to do this or not. Do we want to discard this? We do get more value in this, but we got 2 more hands. I think it's kind of greedy to discard that one, so we're gonna discard like so. And try to get either a 10 or maybe an extra king or something like that. It's not great. What is a pair worth by itself? It's worth 10 times 2. So like the ace by itself is just worth, it's worth 16 times 1. And this is what I'm thinking about. And this is worth 14 times 2. So this is better than keeping a single ace. How many aces do I have left in the deck? I have them all. Yeah, we're gonna break the twos away from each other. We don't care about that. We'll just play like this. It's a 2 pair. Admittedly not incredible, but still enough to probably like win us the game by a lot. That by a lot was ad hoc. I did not All right. Interest payments are starting to come in now. Retrigger each. See, this is the kind that's. We don't have anything that's like probability based. Doubles all listed probabilities. See, retrigger all 2, 3, 4s, or 5s. I don't actually have a deck built around that, but I could see how something like this could suddenly get some value. It's like, oh, I found this card. I have 1, 3 of the special on it. We're all in. I don't think so. Doubles all listed probabilities. I think this would be a really cool card. I'm trying to think of cards that actually. I guess this would be the kind of card you'd want if you're building a deck out of lucky cards. Like the whole deck is nothing but lucky cards. But I don't know how much I care about that right now. I'm just gonna buy some just generic cards. Get rid of some low value nonsense, I guess. Let's use the Hanged Man to get rid of some of these lower value cards that I don't care about. Use the Planet card for no reason other than because I have a surplus of money and oh, the straight's speaking to us. Let's get that again. We might lean in on the straights. I don't know. I mean, it's looking like we're already there anyway, so I guess I'll reroll. Oh. ×4 if the hand contains a 4 of a kind. Level 4 on straight, nothing else. Feels bad. This Joker gains ×2 or ×0.25 Mult every time a playing card is added to your deck. This could be crazy. This is early enough in the game that buying this actually meant I'm buying this. I'm not going to be playing 4 of a kinds. I just don't see myself pivoting that direction just off of this. I don't have. This is the card that we needed in our last playthrough when we were playing Queens. I mean, and we needed it bad. But we just did not see. This would have been disgusting with what we were doing. Because every 200,000 points, we would have been getting 1 million almost. Because we were getting 250, 220, 240, 265. It's like random thousands every single time. And this would have been like, you know, it would have made every hand that we. I mean, we still wouldn't have got there. I don't think. But that's the kind of card that gets you there. Like, this is the kind of rare that you need. This is the build around that you need for what you're doing. And honestly, marginally, it might be worth buying now just to have it. I don't want to roll with this. It's $4 spent that I might not end up even like really feeling good about, but a pair. Creates a tarot card if the hand contains an ace and a stray. This is so niche. It's so niche. Start with 0 discards. Well, luckily I bought these. So I guess we're gonna have to play these. Get a high value. And we're looking for, that's what we're looking for. Well, there's our straight. We keep talking about seeing straights and we just keep getting them. The game is definitely speaking to us. This is not where we are, it looks like. So we obviously win this because we've leveled up the straight already to level 4. We've already leveled it up so many times, it's ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Cool. Keep an eye out. Plus one hand every time. Yes. Yes, please. One size. The grabber. The grabber. Alright, we will... Plus 10 mult if the hand contains a flush. I don't really have any particular direction I'm going right now. These two go really well together. Plus 2 chips for each remaining card in the deck. I just want to keep making my deck just buy cards and just buy cards. Sucks that I used the Hangman to get rid of 2 cards earlier, but I don't care. This is still really strong. So here we're gonna sell this Joker. We're gonna buy this guy. And we're gonna we're gonna try really hard to get as many cards in the deck as possible. Of course, we want higher quality cards, but we're just gonna buy in as many cards as we see. I don't see a world where I'm doing straight flushes, but it's literally $1. Like $1. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't buy this. It just seems silly. I don't want a free Joker. I already got money. I want to see as many. I want to go to the store as often as I can to buy as many cards as I can with these cards. That's where we are with this. Now, what do we want? We're looking to discard hearts. Is there anything else discard-wise? Because we got rid of that other card, right? I think. No, 4 of a kind is irrelevant. Every time that we add a playing card, all the cards that are left in your deck. Well, that does make discards worse. There's an anti-synergy here. That sucks, but... I think we look for a flush. Maybe not. We do have a flush. I'm just gonna, I think, level up the high value cards. Just increase the card quality of every single card that I have. Not really think too much about what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and play. Do I play I think, right? Running for a while, it's like flushes are bad for what I'm trying to do right now. Yeah. But these multipliers might be enough to carry us anyway, so it might not even matter. Okay, so do I discard to look for a queen? Do I discard this jack and look for something? I guess if I find an 8, I'm also in a good spot. Well, that's not what we want. Oh, for every discarded king? That was the other card that is for... My gosh. All right, we're gonna play this straight. It's not any good, but we're gonna do it anyway. The multiplier should have paid attention. I didn't catch that this was for the discarding kings. Darn it. I knew there were 2 cards that I had that were for discarding. The card I got rid of earlier was the one that bonuses like plus 100 chips if you have a pair. Like that Joker. That was when I discarded. That was when I sold, not this one. I need to pay attention to these 2. These are the 2 I need to really pay attention to and see what I get every time. Again, with it being $1, folks, I don't know why you wouldn't just buy them in critical mass at the stage. Like, that's so low value. Or, I mean, it's so high value to buy them like such small margins. We're gonna increase the size of our deck. Buy 2 cards every time. I think I'll just... It's a foil card. And it's a steel card. Okay. It was the Neptune. If I bought that, I'd have to use it. This is so funny. Like, none of these actually affect cards really in my hand. I mean, they do, but... I don't see the Judgment as being of any value. See, Family's... We're not using Family. It's a rare, and it might have made some people hurt. Some people might be physically hurt right now. Fibonacci sequence. Each ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, or... Yeah, see, this at least gives us something. I mean, we're getting, you know, something out of this. Yeah. Let's go for straights. Looks like we're on rails for building a straight deck. Buy some played face cards, have a 1 or 2 chance. No, we're not worried about that. All right, you got a flush and a, I mean, whatever, right? Not exactly the best. Doesn't help us at all, but you know, right now we're not really decided yet. We're an undeclared freshman in college. We have no idea what we're doing, but we'll tell everybody with conviction. We'll tell them all that we're pre-med. All right, next round. 18-year-olds and just starting college are catching strays now for no reason. All right. What are we looking to discard? Discard 9s, and we're looking to discard clubs. So we'll discard all these clubs and this 3 as well. Oh, hold on. We want to discard clubs. Yeah, this is actually great. We're looking for a single 6, and we'll be in a good spot. Right? Because if we get a single 6, I guess we can keep this 3. Is this really good? If we keep this, we're keeping a 3, 4, 5, no 6, and then 7, and all we need is a 2 or a 6? Is that good? I mean, is that even good? I might do it. For each discarded 9. We want straights, but we don't really have a straight here. Even with strength, we don't have a straight, because if I upgraded this 7 and this 5, we would still be missing one from the sequence no matter how you do this. Technically, we do have a straight. I'm not doing this. I don't, hold on. Maybe I'm just wrong. No, we still wouldn't do it even then. I was saying, like, if we upgraded this ace and made it a 2, then we'd have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we don't have a 6. We're still missing the 6. I think this is a clear case where we just discard this hand and look for something slightly better on the higher end. Which it looks like we got, but still not what we're looking for exactly. I mean, I guess we're there, right? Because if I upgraded this ace, king, queen, 10, or jack, no, we still don't have it. We're so close, but we're not there. For every discarded 9. Okay. Well, I guess we're playing a 2-pair this time and feeling really bad about it. What if I just play an ace high junk hand? Like that? And just try to set up for my straight. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to try to get the straight if I can. Am I just going to win anyways? Well, I got really lucky also on the extra planet card. High card. I don't want that. Pluto. Those early bonuses really do make a difference though. Like these extra multipliers on these cards is crazy. They're both multiples. I'm not gonna use a 2-pair here. Every time you buy you get a tarot card every time you do this. That is really strong. Do I discard this? See, the thing is, this is a foil, that's a foil, that's a foil. I could build around these two by just buying a lot of cards. This is asking me to discard and it's making this weaker. This is getting stronger and it's already pretty okay, but it's going against everything else I'm trying to do in the deck. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna draft this early. It's early. It's not really early, but every time I buy one of these, I'm gonna get value now. I'm a big fan of this card. It does just randomly generate value like this by Saturn. Leveling up for straights. Leveling up the straights. We got a lane, I think. All right. So we want to take... I'm not doing glass cards. I think, I mean, Saturn, this is pretty solid. Just just get as many copies of this as we can. And I need to re-roll because I have extra money and I'm not getting extra money for anything above $25, so I need to start. Get out of here. That feels so bad. I'm building straight and I keep getting rolled for that rare family card. Allows straights to be made with gaps of rank 1. What? Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, earn $5 for every discarded. Do I trash this now? I think I do. This is bonkers. You still can't convince me. I mean, it's $1. I mean, over the course of the game, it's gonna add up to like $15 or something like that, and I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, well, you could have had some. Okay, whatever, dude. I just don't. No repeat hand types this entire round. So I gotta get through the eye of the needle. This should not be hard. I just need to get one good straight and I'm good. All right, so what do I want to discard? Each discarded 6. And that's the only thing I care about discarding now. Doesn't look like I'm going to be discarding any 6 anytime soon. So we're going to get rid of this 9 and these guys here. Well, hold on. We talked about gaps. Got to think about gaps here. Ace, gaps of 1 rank. Ace, king is gone. Queen, 10, 9. There's no... Okay, yeah. So I can already see the power of that. This might be powerful. Ace, king, queen, 10, 9. Because this is now a straight because there's no... What? Okay. I gotta get at least 8,000 or more points for this to be good. We got there. All right. Yeah, this is coming again. This feels good. Planet cards appear 2 times more often. I mean, sure. All right. Face value cards, I don't care about that. Turning cards into spades is not really where I want to be. I guess that's the next step, right? If I really want to start turboing up and thinking really far into the future, I could turn most of the cards in my deck into spades or one type of like. We want to get rid of the low value cards. We do. We don't want all this. As much as we can ignore these. As much as we can, we'd like to get rid of these. But, is that true though? Aces count towards straights alongside twos. Aces can be a straight. This is something I was not thinking about. One of my other friends was mentioning to me the other day. Technically, this is a straight. Ace, 2, 3, 4, no 5. So I don't want, as much as I can, I would like to kind of keep one of like every single thing, I guess, or slowly get multiple copies up here or something like that. I actually really don't want low value cards though. I'd like to get rid of these. The Hanged Man is probably where I'm at. I probably do want to start cutting the fat from the bottom of this. And he needs 2 cards to be lucky cards. I don't really care about that too much. Choose one. I don't want a gold card. I don't know if I really care about the extra money right now. I'm actually doing really good on money. Destroying cards is probably where I'm at. Either that or the death. I really like death, but I don't think death is actually helping us right now because the only card in the hand that is actually kind of really good is this. Just keeping it in my hand and just getting steal triggers. And it can be I mean, it's pretty much, it's like right in the middle numerically, so it's more likely to be part of some random straight later at some point too. It's kind of a good flex slot. Like if you think about what I'm saying there, there's suit wise, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. So there's 13 cards, right? You've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 9 because there's no 1. Ace is the 1, but follow me. Got 9, and then after that you got King, Queen, Jack. You could also just do 53 divided by 4. Just turn teacher mode off here. I used to be a teacher, so my brain's thinking about teaching statistics there, I guess. I don't know why. I just go on autopilot sometimes with that stuff, but all right. Do I really care about this 6? Because the reason I mentioned that was because since there's 13 cards, 6 is right smack dab in the middle, right? It's going to be part of a lot of random straights later. And a straight is agnostic towards like color. Or I guess agnostic, that's not maybe exactly the term I want to use there. It does not actually care what color anything is. But I do want the straights to be on the higher end if I can. I'd like the cards to be like here-ish, like in the upper echelon of the deck, like this, because these are higher face value cards. You still want to get like face cards as much as possible. Or move towards that. I wonder if there's actually a blind out there that, you know, a boss blind that makes it so all face value cards are debuffed or something. That would be horrific. I could see them doing something like that. I don't know. I really don't know what I should be getting rid of, but I feel like these are the only 2 cards in the pack that are actually just like obviously pretty much always bad. Like I'm not going to be trying to make straights out of these. I'm going to trash these. I'd like to get rid of the bottom rung of my packs. The bottom rung cards right now. We're not doing any of these. But I could see a world where eventually I'm able to do flush straight, or, you know, flush straights. So maybe this is marginal. But a flush straight is a whole different hand. It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That a straight flush that I'm talking about is not considered. A straight flush is like a. Well, I don't know actually. When I pick the flush upgrade, does it upgrade this too? Is that the same? I think hold on. Okay, so this says his straight is level 6 and my flushes are level 3. Did this just upgrade to level 3 too? Because a straight flush is a combination of straights and flushes, and my thinking is maybe what's happening here is because I did not. There's no. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, the straight flush is Neptune, isn't it? And the flush is Jupiter, and the straight is Saturn. I think this is a very specific card. So the flush is not actually, what I was thinking for a second was because the fact this is a 3 and that's a 3, I was thinking maybe since the straight flush is a combination of the flush and the straight, that it doesn't have a card that governs it. It doesn't have a planet that governs it, and it perhaps just takes on the value the lowest of the combined two. There, in that case, it would be taken on a 3, and if I upgraded this to 4, this would go up, but if I upgraded this to 7, it would not go up. But I think I'm overthinking this. I think this is just Neptune, so never mind. I guess in that case, I don't really care about this card. But we do reroll. Yeah, we don't care about this. All right, adds 1 voucher to the next shop. Did we buy the voucher the last thing? I guess the nice part about this is it would let us double up and just start buying extra vouchers super early. I could see doing that. Let's buy 2 vouchers at once. We don't really care about anything except for buying cards. So, all right. So here we've got a ace touches king, but there's no queen or jack or 10 to jump to here. But we do have a 9 and 8. We have no 7 or 6, so this can't combine. And then here we have like a 2, a 3, a 5. This is part of a straight. We've also got ace, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a straight. There's a straight right here. 2 like this. What was I thinking? I mean, this is what we're looking for, but it's not exactly. Never mind. We will discard these lower value cards. I guess at that point I should discard this too. Feels bad, but I'm gonna discard these. And now we've got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jack. There's a straight. Because we're missing the 7 and we're missing the 10, but we are able to jump because of this. Of course, if that's the case, we also have this. Do we want to play that though? Because if we don't, then we might actually get an extra trigger on this blue seal, an extra planet card. I mean, we're talking margins here, but I mean, I'd like to get the extra blue seal trigger if I can. I mean, if this wins it for us, then we get an extra, just a free planet. I mean, there's no reason not to do this. Yeah, free planet card, and it's our straight. I mean, that's confirmation bias. Things worked out, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm glad I did that. But you know, there's a non-zero chance that this is going to happen. Level 7 straights. We feel good about this, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think we're doing this now. This is pretty cool though. Plus 2 chips for each remaining card in the deck. Every time we add a playing card to the deck, just looking to make straights. Every time I keep forgetting about this card. I mean, if that's the case, I might want to just to get rid of this. I'm not remembering that. Rerolls rerolls only cost $2. We're gonna have access to whatever cards we want. I want to keep these 2. This card is like, eh. I wish this was foil instead of this. Earns $2 for every jack you discard. I need to remember this card exists. Keep forgetting the discard effect. That's really unfortunate, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, a wild card that's also, and this is right smack dab in the middle, like we were talking about, right in the center of everything. We want that. We'd actually probably take both of these if we could get it. Buy this. These 2 are going to do so much work for us as the game goes on. Oh, yes. Mult card's strong, but this has a seal on it as well. The Joker. I really still think this is pretty solid. This is going to make us a lot of money at one time. And it would be giving us plus 10 mult the entire time, so it's not just sitting there doing nothing. This is probably the best. I mean, this is pretty solid. But I'm not really hurting for money. Oh. Yeah, we buy that and use it immediately. Get an extra straight. And then after that, we buy the next one, which is going to give us the same thing again, right? This should give us... Oh, that's the hanged man. We will buy this and we will use that, though. We just got to remember to use it on base chips and Multer have. The base ones. And we've run into the flip before. We got to remember... Oh, and also, I've been saying this a lot in the videos, and one of my friends also pointed out to me that up the ante means raise all blinds, refresh blinds. This is just stating that after we do this, we're going to go to a whole new ante with 3 new enemies and all that. I thought this was like a button I'd click later on where maybe I could choose to temporarily make this boss harder to get bigger benefits one time or whatever if I was really feeling myself. Which, I mean, would have made sense as far as a gambling game is concerned, and maybe that's something that they'll add eventually. I don't know. I mean, although I can't sit here and complain or add, I shouldn't be adding my own thoughts to a game that's wildly good. So, but anyway, but I could see something like that, right? Like that actually seems like something a game like this would do. It says, well, if you know you're already doing real well and you feel confident about the hand you have, why not upgrade or up the ante? All in, right? Put your chips in. It's a very poker feel to it to make the enemy harder intentionally and gamble it and try to get extra bonuses, like maybe get double the reward or something like that. All right, base chips. We gotta pay attention to this. Base chips and Multer half. We want to see if we can see that happen. Where I believe, and I didn't understand this before. I believe what that does is it makes this 0 down here. Or I'm sorry, these 2 zeros here. I believe it makes whatever we get normally, like King, Jack, 10, 8, 7 is a straight. It's a straight flush. I might just win right here. That's crazy. Let's. I also have a flush over here too. I'm gonna discard these though, or hanged man. I'm gonna. I'm sitting here thinking about this and forgetting this card exists. It's decreasing the amount of cards in my deck. But I don't know. I still think it's probably worth it. I'm decreasing the value of this card a little bit right now, but in the long run, I'm also increasing the card quality of the deck. The thing is, late game, I don't want to be playing these cards at all, right? So I'd rather get rid of them now, and then really lean on the power of all these extra multipliers that I'm getting from these foil cards. Man, I got a lot of foil holographics. I got very fortunate with this roll so far. But anyway, I think later on with the critical massive cards I'm going to be buying anyways, it's going to more than make up for this here anyway. So I'm going to put these down here real quick. And what I'm saying is this is 180 times 16 is a straight flush. So let me see something real fast. That's straight flushes. Okay, so I have a base of 180 times 16 for straight flushes right now. I'm thinking this is base chips and Multer half. I'm thinking it's saying this base is going to get cut to 90 and 8, and nothing else is affected. That's what I think that does. It doesn't affect the base on this being added and the base of this. It's not saying these are added to the base. So let's see if I'm right. Cut in half, 90, and then these are still adding. Okay, yeah, we got it. That's what it does. I don't see any world where I don't win this immediately, so yeah. Okay. Yes. With straights, yes. Extra hand size, that's what we are talking about. More cards. Okay. Enhances cards to bonus cards, we take that. We don't care about this at all, but again, it's only worth 1 money. It's just ridiculous not to buy them. I don't know if I really care about that. I'm gonna buy this. I don't like glass cards, but I am going to buy it. I'm going to buy this buffoon pack. See, the glass card is also anti-synergistic with this. Some ways, oh. Yeah. We know that I'm a fan of this guy, the fortune teller, every time I use a tarot card, but I don't really have any tarot cards right now, and it would actually not go well with what I'm trying to do here, so I'm not doing that. We're re-rolling would put us at 24 and we would get one less. Nah, we're fine. Gives a free spectral pack. I don't think I care about that. Spectral packs are obviously good, but I just don't see any reason. I don't really feel the need for that right now. See, the mouth is exactly what we want. We don't care about being forced to only play one hand. We want to play one hand type. All right, so we've got a clear one here. We're gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna put the things that are in the middle, the closest to the middle. I'm gonna upgrade these because these are the things that are most likely going to be getting value. Let's see what I got. For every discarded 7, I'm so happy I looked. No. Here comes the money! All right, we will keep this 10. Wow, this worked out really nice. All right, so we want to ace, king, queen, jack, 9. And we do this because we want to skip this 10 because we want to get that seal. And you see what I mean when I say like having these cards that are in the middle? We want to increase the value of these more than the tail ends because the ace is the tail end of a straight. It is less likely to be part of a straight than say the jack will be. As I don't happen to upgrade my jack. Let me pick this one. Right? It is less likely that this ace will be part of a full straight than any one of these cards because this ace would not be part. I mean, it could technically be part of an ace 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But what I'm saying is I couldn't do a queen, king, ace 2, 3, which is something I actually was asking about in one of my earlier videos. I mean, I knew in the recesses of my mind enough that it wasn't going to work that way to even ask the question, right? I was like, does it work like that? Because I feel like it could, but I don't think it does. And I mentioned it, and one of my friends pointed out that, yeah, no, that's not how it works at all. It's the case that the ace is part of the... Ace can be either with the royal suits or ace can be with the 2s and up. But it cannot be in the middle of a straight. It has to be one of the ends. But the thing is, for that reason, no, half the time I'm not going to want it. I don't want to be playing ace 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a deck built around that. I didn't take that one buffoon pack... or the buffoon pack. I didn't take that one joker that appears in the buffoon pack, the one that extra scores aces, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, or whatever. So that's not really that good for what I'm doing. I would only be wanting to use aces if it was part of a royal flush, or sorry, a royal straight kind of situation, like a face card base flush plus the ace. And for that reason, there's no reason why I shouldn't try to upgrade, let's say, like the 10s and the 9s and the things that are going to be more likely to be part of these bigger things. So I'm looking for, as I said before, but I'm essentially looking to get all of my cards to be in this chunk right here, like not on the ace side, but like in here. Kings are cool because kings will be part of the ace. Kings are have buddies on both sides. Has aces and queens, so it has a chance of being part of a straight on either side. But the ace is the end, so I will try to upgrade these aces as towards the end, but I want to upgrade things that are kind of in the 8 and up range, but not the aces early on. That's my thinking. And we can kind of see how that's playing out here. So this should just win it for us, and it should, I'm thinking, more than win it for us right here. And then after that, then we should get an extra planet card here. See, this is already looking... Oh my goodness. This might turn out to be a better run than the queen run. I don't want to jinx it, but... I mean, we're... Oh, this is already anti-6. Man. Again, we don't really care about this, but upgrade is upgrade for no money. We're looking for things that are under aces, but higher up. This is solid. See, I can put a seal on this, and it's a wild card, right? If I can put a seal, like, it's a wild card. It might be part of a flush later. Yes, I like these jacks. And we are not even remotely considering these two because one, this is just a blank 2 or blank 10, and this 2 is a gold card. You want to hold it till the end. I don't want to be holding this card. I want to get rid of it as soon as I can if I had this in my hand. But I do think the jacks are fine, but I really think the 7's probably the best value for the cards because we're looking to get a straight, and the 7 can join hands with a lot of things, right? It can join hands with 8s and 6s normally, and then because of this, it can also join hands with 9s and with 5s to make it a full straight. Which means this thing's probably going to be playing a lot. It's going to be a role player. Shit. Do the same 9 essentially here. If I bought these, it would be strictly for the purpose of discarding it. How many of those do I even have in the deck? One king that does something like that? Because I'm not playing this card. I mean, I could, I guess, later. But I think I'd rather have this. We'll reroll. We buy these just because. We upgrade things. It's not hurting anything. I'm spending a lot of money doing this, but I'm not spending any more though. Create up to 2 common jokers. We are not in there. We You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I remember my friend mentioning. I think my friend said that you can actually buy negative modifiers for cards, for jokers. Did he say that? Am I hallucinating? We'll discard this. We'll discard this class card. We'll discard this. We'll leave 2 queens. Why not? I think that's what he said. I'm gonna leave this 10. I'm gonna take this 9. I'm gonna leave this 8. I'm gonna take this 7. And I'm gonna leave this 6. Like this. I think this is a straight. That should get us the victory anyways, but if it doesn't work out, at least I'll be pretty close to another straight here because the queen, the king, the 10, and the 8. Right? I mean, I guess I could go Jack, 9, 7, 6, 4, and that would be a straight too, and then I'd have the makings of almost another straight, but I don't think that's as good, and this might just win it for us. We try to win it if we can right away. This is really strange, like thinking about it like this. We're mostly multipliers, so we probably want the base ships more. Do we leave the jack? I'm literally splitting hairs on something that I don't think it ends up mattering. I think we win on this anyways, just because the sheer raw value that we're getting from it being, you know, these 2 plus the multipliers we're getting. This card's doing so much work. I think I need to put this at the end. The sugar gains ×2 mult for every. Need to pay more attention to the order these are going in. For a level 2 full house, we'll probably. We would feel so bad if we played that. Or $2 per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. Yeah, we're not doing that. It's just not really where we are. See, this is where it would feel bad, right? This is what I was talking about, and like this might be one of those cases where we would feel bad because even though I would love to see this get foil, like the percentage chance of it happening is so low, it's just crazy. I think I'd rather just buy this. These are just terrible. If I had known this, I would have, you know, hindsight. These are just awful. Wow, okay. Upgrade some things. Oh, choose 2. These are all turning things into spades. I don't have anything that gets value out after every one of these I've used. I'm gonna sell this. And turning something into a wild card is fine, but I don't think I really care about that because I'm not trying to get... Again, I want straights. I don't want straight flushes. Right now, straights are stronger than straight flushes, and it almost feels bad to do a straight flush. It feels very strange, so I don't know if I want a wild card. I think I'm gonna sell this. That's actually good too, because again, in the very marginal case where later on I have a straight flush, and I'm like, would it be crazy if you had a straight flush and it was weaker than a regular straight, and you got the boat like that negative situation where you're against that one boss that's like, oh, you have any diamonds, they're all debuffed, and you're sitting there with the straight flush, and they're all like, you know, wild cards, and you're just like holding your hand above your eyes, you're like getting punished for making your deck more efficient. Steel cards, lucky cards, tarot cards. Yeah, another one of these. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these two guys that are both powerful cards. And then again, I try to get rid of this king anytime I get a chance, if I see it. What is this again? The lucky cards, yeah. So I guess maybe I'll do this. And I'll take these two guys down here and make these guys lucky cards. The reason I'm not touching the king, even though he's fine, he's got a blue seal on him, is my thought process, maybe I'm wrong on this, but my thought process was I want to kind of have him in my final hand and not use him as often as possible. But I guess having him have a blue seal and make him lucky is probably still good. I don't know. We're gonna do this. I think we're you know, asking questions that don't really have an answer. Is a king better than a 9 by 1 point? Yes. I don't have any face value things, so honestly I don't think it's that big a deal to do what I just did. I'm gonna reroll once, see what I get. Uncommon jokers. We have 2. These guys. Get uncommon jokers are stronger. This would be very strong if I got like a negative bonus on it and just kind of speculate on it, but I don't see it being anything we care about. I'm not doing 3 of kinds ever, but face value cards? Anybody? I'm gonna play a face value card right now. I feel so bad. We're not doing that. The mouth. Play only one hand type. Wonder what I'll play. Think it'll be straight. Alright, so we got a discarded 10 here. And then a bunch of 5s that we're gonna get rid of too. Make something into a glass card. No, I don't think I will. Alright, we've got a queen, a jack, a jack, a 10, a 9, and an 8. But question might be, is that better? I think when I have an honest to goodness straight, I should probably just play it. Although, this is still better. You can play straights by skipping a card. I would have never thought about that. This game, man, I mean, it really captures my mind, makes me think. So cool. Three remaining hands. Yeah, 5 interest. And just... It's very strange not seeing discard bonuses. Oh, extra interest. Extra interest. So now if we hold $50, we'll get extra interest, which is good. But we are still going to be buying cards when we see them. I don't have the space to buy this. I want to buy this at some point. I just don't have the space to buy these right now. Choosing 2 of up to 5 playing cards. Yeah, we want to buy these as soon as, and we want to get... See, this is what I was talking about. We don't want aces if we can avoid them. But a foil one's pretty solid. And holding this in the hand until the end. See, this is incredible. The fact that it's not foil does suck. But It's a discardable middle of the road, right in the middle. The ace is in the tail end. I don't really care about that. Holding this until the end of the game is not going to feel good because most of the time I'm going to want to get rid of it because it's not going to be part of a straight. This is going to be randomly part of straights all the time. And it's a lucky card. It would have been nice if this was a foil. But I still like this better than I like the other ones. Oh, I get to pick two things. So if I was going to pick another card, I'm not picking this one, though. A lucky holographic card. It's in the low end. I'm trying to get rid of these cards if I can. But I do have quite a bit of lower cards. Nah. It's okay, here's the thought. 2 is just an ace, right? By another name. I mean, it's not at all. But what I mean is, in this specific kind of situation, it's a bookend card. It does not... Oh, no, that's not true. A 2 has an ace on the left side of it and a 3 on the right side of it, or however you want to orient yourself. So this does have cards on either side of it. So this could be part of a straight pretty easily, and we would keep this ace. The ace is the cards are like... Maybe this is a better pick. It's only about face value is 2, which is so bad. But it's holographic. And it's lucky. Only thing it's missing is a seal. This is foil, which is whatever. This would require you to hold. I don't want to have to hold the card all game. It's just not what I'm looking to do. This is weird, but I'm taking the 2. A straight flush. Yep, Neptune. We do know for sure now. I'm starting to remember those. Mercury is a one of a kind, or like a face value card. Got some of them. I think Earth was full house, right? It's either that or third rock from the sun. You know, you know. Baron, we don't want that. But you know, I've seen this Baron so many times now. I am really wondering whether or not the queens and those kind of cards, I wonder if there's a queen equivalent. I wonder if that card does exist. If it does, I'm going to be so like, the day I see it, I'm going to be like, where were you all that time ago? But, all right, what's this? All heart cards are debuffed. See, this is one of the reasons, this is the kind of thing I'm like scared of later in the head. I'm really scared of that at some point, but heart cards, you know, my deck is mixed. It doesn't matter. I'm poised for a pretty good playthrough. I'm not too scared right now. I feel pretty good. Got a straight here. We just play it. Maybe we just walk out of here immediately. Just for every discarded 7. Got lucky. Didn't end up mattering. Oh, actually. Oh, no, but see, this is stronger. Man, I should probably start trying to sculpt towards this, though, actually. Because my point values are so high right now that I'm not really getting any value out of this mail-in rebate thing. And I could be. My brain was thinking, oh, I get money out of the discards because I've been playing the green deck so much. I just gave up on the opportunity to get... Okay, I got a few comments about this Joker I want to make real quick. It's really good. It's really powerful. But it does create a unique problem, and that is it's easy. Like, there's not a lot of thinking that goes into this Joker. Sure, when you're picking the order, I mean, there's some thinking that goes in there, but what I mean is you just pick the best Joker you have and you just make 2 of them. To me, this is not that cool. It was fun the first time I did it, but realistically, the more I think about this card, the more I feel as if it's like, oh, it's a clone of the coolest thing in your deck. It's like, I don't actually have to think through synergies as much when I play this card. I just have to, like, just pick the best card in my deck and play it twice. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be good at something like Shortcut, but this Joker hologram, like, that's the obvious pick, right? I'm just gonna make an extra copy of hologram for the rest of the game. I mean, maybe early game I might pick something like Blue Joker, but the thing is, what I'm saying is this is just best in class for a lot of things right now. This is my Baron, kind of in a way. It's my big play for now. And this is going to keep getting stronger over the course of the game the more cards I add. So, earn $5 for each discarded 4, and it's a multiplier. That does suck. But realistically, I feel like I'd probably sell this. We're selling this. I'm gonna buy this Joker here, and we're gonna put him right here. You'll see kind of what I'm saying. Like, just making an extra copy of this. So I'm literally just gonna get an extra times 3.5 mult. So it's gonna go 3.5 mult, 3.5. So it's 3.5 times 3.5 now every single time. And this is good. As this grows, this will grow. I've essentially got this Joker twice, which is, and it's good, but it's kind of boring. I don't mean to upset people. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't really add any layer of complexity in the specific build I have. Sure, there in that one playthrough I had where I had to move this and I switched it around with the hiker, and there was another card in there I was switching it around with. It was really cool. Whatever that one is, I think there's like a bird on it that makes it so that, like, it's like it goes up to 15 times. I used it for one run to get me over a hump, but most of the time I just threw this in front of the hiker and just kept getting cumulative value. So, like, that's what this is gonna do. I just don't know if I'm excited about that from a design perspective. You know, Saturn's awesome. Because the first time you see this, your brain goes like I just did a second ago. I know I did that. When I saw this card, I was like, oh, that's gonna make this really strong. But yeah, it does. But it's like, is it really that creative though? Like, is it like, you know, you're not really coming up with new synergies. You're just doubling up on what you already have, which, you know, whatever. Another straight, we'll take that. And we're gonna wait, because remember, diminishing returns on rerolls, and we're also right now we're gaining extra interest up to 50. Now I'm gonna stop buying these, as long as I'm under 50 money anyways. Gives $5 per skipped blind this run. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'd rather just get the money. Jack 10. No, we don't have one. So we're gonna discard. What do we? Oh yeah, we got rid of the card that gives us value for discarding. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna discard like this. And then here we've got ace king 9 like this. Oops, like this. And then we get the extra value out of the 10, the blue seal. See, blue seal's pretty solid with what I'm doing right now, right? Because the card is interweaved within this. It's like, oh well, duck, you know, goose here. I can skip this one and go on to the next one. Duck, goose. What am I talking about? All right. So we'll see what I'm talking about here. This is going to make this, the score should be explosive here. It's stupid. Oh my gosh. Where did this come from? Oh, yeah, from the blue seal on the 10. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man. Times 0.25 mult for each blind that you skip. Throwback. It's interesting. I did buy that at one point. I just haven't used it since. This is bad. This is bad. I don't want any of these. No, I guess I do, because this increased though. I always want to increase the size of my deck. Guess I can just... No, because that's never going to be part of a straight. I'll just take the 7. It's the highest value card. I said it's the highest value card. What I mean is, we talked about that book and stuff. This combines with... This can combine with 4 cards. This can only combine with... Now this combines with 4 as well. It combines with... Because this can combine with the king to chain together a straight. It can also combine because of this card with the queen. But on the other end, it can combine with the 2 and the 3. Oh, I'm selecting 2. Ugh. Been nicer to have a better pack for that, but... Straight flush. That's our pocket pick, our Our backup. We really don't want to be seeing those, but you know, we have to. We have to. We're going next round. We're not going to spend the money. All heart cards are debuffed. Okay, no problem. So we just discard hearts when we see them. Okay, get out of here. All right. Here, we've got a straight, right? We've got a king, we've got a jack, we've got a 9, we've got an 8, we've got a 6. We can walk out right now, I think. We're not going to get any points off the 8, but I think we're already good. Or do we want to discard and look for a slightly better one and hold the jack here? Oh, we should have been holding that jack anyways. I was making an error even touching us. So I guess what we would do, this is a steel card here. What we would do here is we want to get rid of this like so. Yeah, I think we just did it. So we're looking for a king, a jack, a 9, a 7, and a 6, and that'll give us a straight. Probably should have used the other discard, but again, this card gets weaker. This one gets weaker when we do that. It still doesn't matter. I should be discarded. My gosh. We are getting lucky with that those blue seal triggers. I need to use those more. I really do need to. I need to start paying more attention to what I can discard and try to get extra blue seals and purple seals and just start getting those in my hand and out of my hand. Man, that's really making a lot of difference. Just seeing extra ones of those and getting so many more extra triggers on my straights and stuff. Straight flush, yeah. That's how you get an extra discard? Oh my. Is that what that was? The extra discard one? Now we're not buying any more of these because we want to get the interest. Mult cards are good. You only choose one. The wheel's terrible. 1 in 4 chance to add a foil or something to a random joker. Let's do it for the memes one time. I knew it. I should have just taken the mult card. That's okay. All right. Sure. We'll take those. We take those. Wait, why do we have 6 slot? We're playing the black deck. They're playing the black deck. We have an extra joker slot. Ah. Oh man. Oh. Very large blind. Score at least. I'm not worried about that. We're not re-rolling the blinds. We'll get there on that one. Ah, I cannot believe I just realized what I've been doing this whole time. What a disaster. If any of you have been yelling at your screen, I know. I'm sorry, I cannot believe I did. I just realized I did not have the slot for the Joker the whole time, or I had an extra slot for the Joker the entire time. I cannot believe it. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 9. Get the blue seal trigger. Oh, actually, let's. That's gonna get us out the door. So let's go ahead and discard. Make sure we discard correctly. Our hand's gonna be this, this. So we can discard the ace, the 9, and the 6. The ace, this 9, and that 6. We can discard those. See if we can't get a few more. You know, okay, it's all right. All right, ace. We want to keep that. We'll play the queen. That's another mult, I guess. And then after that, we will play the jack and we'll play the 9. I can't believe I just realized this whole time I've been playing under the impression that I only have 5 joker slots. It's the whole point of the black deck. Ah. Does the blue seal have a preference for your most played hand? If it does, that's insane. It's got to, right? I've rolled that same Saturn so many times now. It can't. Is this better than this? I think it is. I think it's better than that. I'm gonna feel really dumb if I buy this and then it gets eaten in the next game, and then I don't have it for the final boss blind. But I don't really care. I'm gonna try it anyway. All right. And I could have been using this fool the whole time to try to get extra Saturn. Yep, we'll take that. Just get us some extra straights going on here. Anytime and every time. Man, level 16 straight. This is not something I played with, is leveling the heck out of one style of hand. And that would have been so good. Like, I had, what was it, level 14, I think, on the 5 of the kind hand when I was playing the 5 flush stuff. Yeah, we'll take this guy. When you play him, it's good. When you don't play him, it's good. Yeah, that's fine. Look at this guy grow out of control. This guy's like that. I know that he's like, I like this Joker's face a lot, though. I will say that. That'd be a good t-shirt, wouldn't it? Balatro, folks, if you're actually watching this, I'm sure you aren't watching some random creator. But, you know, a random no-name creator like this. But if this would be a good piece of merch. Like, I bet that'd be a shirt. A lot of people are like, hey, Balatro player, like, yeah, right there. Or maybe the banana. The banana would be a good one, too. Let's go. So is it right? Hold on. Upgrade the 4 of a kind by 3 levels. Not what we're looking for. All right. So we have it, but we don't want to do that. We want to discard it like this. We want to discard, and we want to go try to use these discards to go find blue seal cards as fast as possible, like so. So we're gonna get rid of a king. We're gonna get rid of a jack. We're gonna get rid of. We'll keep. No, we'll discard the 10. We'll get rid of these because right now we have a king, jack, 10, 9. Okay, hold on. So if I discard this, I'm now basically forcing myself to play the 10 as part of the group. If I do this, then that's less cards I'm discarding. How conservative do I want to be? Right now I have the king, I have the jack, and I'm gonna have to either get another 10 or get a queen, or no. I think I can discard like this. Famous last words. Oh yes, this worked out really nice. All right, so here we've got ace, king, queen, jack, 9. So, well, so we're gonna discard this queen, or we're gonna discard this 9 and this 7. And see if we can't get a few more planet cards in our hand, right? I'm gonna use this, I guess, glass card. Plus 3 gold if this card is held at the end of the round. Can't be gold and glass. Maybe it should be... Maybe I should do it with this. I just don't want to use glass cards. I don't like them. I don't like it. 1 and 4. I don't want to shatter my cards. And I certainly don't want to shatter cards that are in the middle. But like slowly eating the bridge from the center outward, and then all of a sudden I have 2 separate sections of like, imagine that. I just break all my 7s, and all of a sudden now I'm stitching together, hoping I've got this like, you know, rope bridge with a bunch of holes in it, trying to create like, oh, do I have enough 8s to fiddle this together? And even though this would do a lot of work to make sure that we could still get it, I don't want to put potholes in this thing. I want to keep the deck as consistent as possible. So I don't like this. I'm going to sell this card. I just don't like it. And then this card I can see myself doing now. Putting this on something is fine. I'll put this on the 7. I'm more likely to discard the ace than I am the 7, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I don't know. I need to stop. Oh, I'm in a game. I'm in a match right now. What am I doing? This is the... Okay. All right. Ace. Yeah. Ace, king, queen, jack, and then we skip and we go to the 9. I still do have another discard. What am I doing? So I can discard this 9. Hold on. Ace. Yeah. Okay, so now I can discard this, and this. And then I want to keep these 2 for the end of the round. Right? Because now I have a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You can discard like so. And now we've got 2 aces that's functionally the same there. We've already got a straight here, actually. Would it be better? Yeah, it's actually better to play the 9. The 9's better here. Because the ace gives a plus 11, but this gives plus 9 and times 4. So this is better. Let's see if we eat the banana. Let's see if the banana dies on us. We're gonna lose the banana. We would have lost the popcorn eventually, but the banana though, if we get to keep the banana, it's gonna get us straight over the top of this ante. We'll see. See if we lose the... Is the banana gone? It's safe! We keep the banana! Yeah, see... I do believe it picks the highest. Now I'm starting to see why the blue seal, if it is literally doing what I'm thinking, if the blue seal prioritizes the planet that it gives you as the most played hand, then I think the blue seal is secretly extremely powerful, and I did not know. I thought the blue seal was solid anyway, but I didn't. But if it's doing what I'm thinking, if it's prioritizing, then that's just insane. This Joker gains +2 mult for every reroll in the shop. Currently 0. I think I now understand what this card did. There was a previous playthrough where I didn't understand what this card did, and I think I get it now. I think what this is, I think this might reset. So every time I re-roll, it goes up 1, right? +1 mult, or +2 mult. If I keep re-rolling, it goes up 2. Keep re-rolling, it goes up 2. So it's basically kind of like the fire, is if I'm reading this correctly, where I just keep re-rolling, and then it'll temporarily give me huge mults. Unless it keeps a separate counter. Once you buy this card, it starts keeping a counter. I don't know. I need to remember to keep buying cards, though, for this guy. Steel card? Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll take this 10. I do like this seal, but this has 2 bonuses on it, right? This only has 1. Although this is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. This is solid in both cases, right? We'll buy the buffoon pack, even though we don't necessarily will care about it. Let's see if we can't get something nuts. This is exactly the opposite of what we want. When face value cards are played, we don't care about that. Definitely don't care about this right now. I was just seeing that it says not discovered. It'd be nice to buy it and just throw it in our collection at some point, but no, we don't want any of those. Sadly, we will reroll once, see what we get here. I'm not buying any of those. Not anymore. Not anymore. Very large blind. Let's go. I believe in us. All right, so we're going to discard this guy. We're going to discard this guy. And then we've got an ace, a king. We have no queen. See, this is where I'm talking about. I want to discard these aces because they're on the tail end. And while they do so together with this king, it's not the side that I'm worried about. What I'm worried about, see, if right now, think about it this way. If this ace was no longer an ace and if it was a queen, would the hand be better? And the answer is yes. Because if this was a queen, then I'd have a king, queen, and that queen would sew together with the 10. And then I'd have like a high value, like straight right now. These aces are actually not as good as any of the other cards 10 and down. All the way, you know, down to like, I don't know, 8, 9, or 8, 6, maybe 8 to 6 range, you know, down there. The aces are worse than like 8s and up, besides the ace, of course. Right now, I have a straight almost. But I don't need this 8 because this 7 and this 9, this 10, these guys are together. And I do want to discard as many as I can. Get these cards when I can. All right, so now we've got an ace, a king, no queen again. See what I'm talking about? We got aces back anyway. We've got a 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. So we've got a straight right here. Am I missing something? Oh, no, I clicked the wrong thing. There's a straight, but I don't want that. That's pretty bad. So we're gonna discard here again. I have a feeling I'll see another 9, right? Or an 8. A 9 or an 8, yeah, we'll be fine. So we're gonna discard like that, and I'm gonna discard this king. So now we have no queen again, which is wild. Now I'm going to keep an ace this time. The reason being is because now I'm at a stage where let's say I roll an ace, a king, and I get a jack and a queen. Then I don't have any way of, you know, like, I don't have any 9s in my hand to kind of make me feel like I'm going to bridge that gap. I need a 9 or an 8. If I discarded this and this was a 9 or an 8, that would be a good spot. But I'm thinking realistically that if I got rid of both of these aces, then I've got a king and I need a jack or a queen to connect to this 10. But what does that lead to? Nothing else. So I need to kind of keep one of these now. How many kings do I got? Quite a few left. Let's discard this king or this king. Ace, king. So I've got ace, king, 10. I'd like to... Do I discard the 7? I think I do. All right. So now we got what we need. We have an ace, we've got a king, we've got a queen, we've got a jack, we've got a 10. What we want to do is we want to discard the rest of the cards besides maybe this king. Oh, I guess discarding won't even matter because the next discard won't allow us to... That's not true. We could play a junk hand. We could play a junk hand. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10, and we could just play these other 4 cards as if they're a fake throwaway hand. Like this, because ace, king, queen, jack, 10 is an actual straight, and we play the rest of these cards. And then why we're doing this is because we're trying to save one of our discards, so that way, in case we draw into a purple card or some more blue cards, we can keep those. That's the... Well, that went out the window. I actually clicked the wrong button. Whatever, but you understand kind of my thought process. What I was trying to say was... Might as well get the money off of this. Sure. If we had played the hand, and this is still going to be fine because what we play here, we're still going to get money off the hand, right? We're still going to get $1 extra. But what I'm saying is if I had played a junk hand, lost a hand, that the cards that I just drew would have come into my hand. I could have then played another junk hand, and then at some point maybe seen another few blue seals. And now, as it stands, I don't get anything extra, which kind of sucks, but... It's amazing how far we've come. Like, I'm really starting to kind of catch these extra bonuses. Did I put this in the wrong spot? I should probably put this earlier. Because this is plus 15 mult. Challenge is unlocked. Whoa. Is that another... Oh, I unlocked another Joker. Other deck. We're just gonna go on to endless mode. I promised you endless mode last time. It didn't work out, so we're gonna keep on playing. Like I'm not even gonna stop. But it's no longer where I'm gonna stop for now. I'm gonna put this earlier. I don't care. Let's see what we get. All played face cards become gold cards when they score. +1 consumable slot. Oh, that's a new one. That new one. I've never seen that. I don't think so. Anyway, I wonder if I just unlocked it or something, and now I can start to see it. I don't care about that. I don't care about carding cards into spades. I guess I'll turn something into a steel card. That seems fine. And I think I like that more than I like a, yeah, holding it till the end of the hand. We want to turn blue seals into steals. We do. Anytime we see a blue seal, we want to turn that into a steal. Because you hold it, you get bonuses at the end of the game. Yeah, for sure. All right, we got Saturn's, which is a pretty straightforward one here. And then I guess the other ones are marked. It doesn't matter what we pick for this other one. We're picking this one, and then I don't care about the other one. I guess I'll go full house. I don't really care. All right, and then here I am gonna reroll. So my thinking is, I don't care about either of these right now. Straight flush. I mean, we use these right when we see them. It's marginal, but yeah. Okay, let's go next round. I'll reroll one more time. This is the card I wanted to actually try out at some point. I guess there's a chance it could be better than the Gross Mitchell. I don't know if that's a reference to. Is that like an artist? Sounds like it could be an artist. Just a reference. Wasn't there like an artist years ago that like nailed a banana to a wall or something like that? Is that what this is referencing? I don't know. For every minus chips for every hand played. Yeah, I don't want that. But this is kind of funny. It doesn't look like it can give a minus, but my god, would I feel bad if this gave like a minus multiplier for a round. I would just feel, knowing my luck. What is our run looking like now, our blinds? I can't rely on this card, right? It's gonna go away at some point, but I guess at some point it's not a big deal right now. Gives $1 per each unused discard this entire run. I don't think we really care about that. I mean, that's a lot of, I mean, it's a solid amount of money. It's not a lot of money. Yeah, that's what we want to see. So we've got, look at this straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ace. That's every card in this thing is a straight right now. But we don't, well, that's not what we want though. We discard anytime we see something to try to get more of these kind of cards up here. And then after that, we're gonna discard like this too. We'll keep a 10. And then here we'll discard like, we'll keep the 7. Ace, king, queen, 10, 9 is already a... I have a feeling if I discard like this, I'm gonna see something. I'll need this a jack. I'm in a jack. I mean, more an 8. So I should be okay. All right, now I'm starting to get sad because I was really hoping I would see at least, you know, one of these 4. Guess what I could do is I could say, I could like ace, king, queen, jack, 10, and I could just, why not, right? Let's just go like this. Just play these. Right, like play them, get no value out of them. It's not gonna get me to 100,000. If it does, then I'm severely underestimating my power of my deck. Oh my gosh! I severely underestimated the power of my multiples. Okay. I played a 2-card hand with no... Well, okay. I'm suffering from success. I don't care about either of those. So we buy these when we see them. Straight flush. No, just a flush. We haven't got the telescoping thing, have we? Starting to notice that now. Whereas before I didn't really notice it. Arcana pack. Now we're not using Hangman on any of these things. Lucky cards are arguable. We could do that. Planet cards. Yeah, we're not using Hangman. We already said that. And then Earth is useless to us right now. So the Fool right now would give us an extra copy of Earth, and the Earth is the full house. We don't care about that. Hangman would have us destroy cards, but 7s and up are exactly where we want to be. So all of these cards are cards I don't want to be trashing. Lucky cards is fine. And that's probably what we're going to pick. Enhance 1 card into a gold card is fine, but I just don't really have any need for that right now. I'll probably change this Queen, honestly, over to a lucky card because I don't like glass cards that much. Creates 2 planet cards. They're random. Odds of it being Saturn are not high. It can just be anything. So we're going to switch these into lucky cards. And then we're going to re-roll. He's back. I mean, I'm not going to be playing flushes, but I don't know. I probably shouldn't be buying those. So just... He's popping up again. We're going next round. All right. Gives $5 per skipped blind. We don't need money. We need cards, specific cards. All right. Here we've got a crazy... Got full houses and 4s of, you know, like 2 pairs for days. I think I'm just gonna discard like this. Wait, no, like this. Boy, this is happening. It looks like my deck is nothing but aces. All right, so we keep this until the end of the game. We keep this until the end of the game. That's kind of the goal, right? We can discard the 7, the 6, this 5. Well, actually, we've got... Do we just win off of these? Let's do some math on this real quick. If I just play this, like so... That's 540. I mean, I don't see how we don't win off of this. If that's the case, then I'll probably discard. Well... Let's see how crazy a 7 does for us. Let's see how strong our 7 is. It's a 7. Okay. All right. So here we'll go King or Queen 10, 9, 8, 6, and get a straight, and then we'll get all these triggers off of these, which is good. We really need to be looking out for something that's not the banana, because that's gonna come back to bite us at some point. We're gonna slip on the banana. We're relying on it a little too much. I don't want to rely on the banana. It says it's safe. I don't trust them. Look at this is ridiculous. It is 100. I have now, the most valuable thing I've got out of this entire run is that I now know that even without telescoping, the blue seal picture most favorite, is it written flat on the card? Am I just dumb? Of the creates the planet card for the final played poker hand of the round. Oh! So it's not picking my most played one, it's picking the one okay. Okay. Man, I'm dumb. Okay. Now I see how people get, you know, so many copies of a card. Yep, that's what we want. How people get so many copies of card, or not copies of a card, but copies of the technically it's a card. Copies of planet cards. I get it now. I saw a picture somebody was sent me the other day. They're like, "Oh yeah, look at this," and there was like 50 or something stupid cards for a straight, and I was like, "Oh, that's a little desensitizing." I wish I hadn't seen that, honestly, because I mean, I've insulated myself from any like meta talks about this game. I don't go to any subreddits for it. I don't look up anything about this game. I'm trying to experience it entirely, totally new. I don't want to have any exposure to things like that. I don't want people to tell me things that are backbreakingly like spoilery. I don't want to have that ruined for me. I kind of enjoy going into this partially blind. This being a foil is good, because I can always upgrade it with a multiplier without removing any of those bonuses, so I think this is probably the best card of the pack. I do like the gold seal here, but I think this is better. Because we're at a stage now where I really want to start seeing as many points, and I need to start like some of the heavy lifting that this Gross Mitchell's doing, or Graz Mitchell, I don't know. If I'm saying that wrong, somebody's probably like, ugh. But what the heck is this? This trigger gains mult forever without. Oh no, I'll never use this. It gets stronger every time I don't play a straight. Well, guess what? I ain't touching that. 50-foot bowl. +4 mult for each card below 52 in your deck. Well, we're not doing that. Our deck's large. It's kind of the opposite of what this guy's trying to do. People buy this. What is the run looking like here? What's our next guy? It's the arm. Decrease the level of the poker hand. That's not gonna matter. The lowest ranked card in our hand. We don't want this at all. We have a lot of 2s and lower things. We're not doing that. +2 hand size, but -1 hand each round. I actually think that's pretty good for us, but it just doesn't have any bonuses on it. It might actually be pretty good for us, because we're really trying to just play one big. Oh my. A lot of gold cards here. We don't want this, and we certainly don't want these. We probably don't want that. Well, all right. So I don't want to do this. What I don't want to do is hold a bunch of these, because I think I'm going to cash in and then just lose. I will keep this. I think keeping these 2 makes sense. So let's say I discarded like that. Well, right now, no matter what, I'm discarding these 2 cards. If I discard this 6, then I still have a 6. If I discard the 7, I lose out on the money in the late game. But I want to discard 5 cards, no matter what. If I discard this 6, steel card, this is a wild card and a foil, this is a steel card. This is just a foil card. I don't think I care that much. I'm going to discard these. All right, now I've got a jack, so I need to use death. I need to make copies of cards and make them like this. This is the kind of thing I want to be doing. I want to get as many copies of like the Saturn card as I can possibly get. Queen, hold on. How many more discards do I got? 6, 7, 9, 10, jack. I've already got the thing. If I do this right now, I'm actually going to get... I have 3 slots right now. No, let's just do this. Let's get out of here. We get all 3 right now. Jack, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 7. That's not exactly what we want. It would be nice to keep this 7. So I guess marginally... Is it worth discarding just this 6 to see if we can't get another gold card? We don't have any more gold cards in the deck. And the only thing we would get is maybe a purple card that we could then discard, but we wouldn't be able to get that. Well, we could. We got a purple card here. Nope. If we got the purple card there, then we could discard it, immediately get the tarot card, use the tarot card, and then discard or whatever. I'm getting a little too marginal here. King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, and then we... Oh, yeah, this is fantastic. Right? All these cards we keep, we get value off of. Let's do it. Using all the parts of the buffalo. Yeah! This should be a very strong hand. Yeah, this is making my queen run look really sad, actually. Blue seals are stupid. Blue seals are stupid! What? What? This is absurd. Now I see it. Now I see where these absurd high point runs come from. You don't, it's all based upon planet cards. I mean, I knew planet cards matter, but I wasn't expecting to get to this many copies of a card. I'm getting 3 every single round. Now this is changing how I see the game. Oh, I ate the banana. I didn't even catch it. I bet somebody else probably already caught that before me. Looks like I ate the banana. I caught it though, so we're okay. I do want these middle of the, and I always want to increase my deck size, but I do want these middle of the road cards like that. We want to redeem this and then re-roll because what we got there is not really. See what we get. We have space for one more Joker. Played even cards with an even rank gave some mults. It's okay. I guess we buy this and hold on to it and see if there's anything better than that on our rerolls. It's pretty good. Because later in the game, if we play a straight and then that's not enough to win the game, we can just play them straight. And then we just destroy. It's like, you didn't hear me the first time? That's it. That's what we wanted. Okay. We got there. We got there. I've got everything I want now. The only thing I could foreseeably want now is maybe a spectral card that turns one of these into a foil or something. That'd be really nice. That's the only thing I could see needing now. And this might be a good experiment too, because maybe I'll learn as I play through this. Maybe now I'll get the chance to see if multiple copies of a card can appear in the shop. Because if I don't sell any of these for a while, there's a chance that I'll see them again if they can't appear that way. I knew that the black deck was solid. This is my first time playing it, and I knew it was good. Because having an extra Joker slot is just crazy. My friend, I swear he told me that you could just buy the negative modifier whenever you want it, but I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. I don't want random Jokers right now. I don't want random Jokers. All right, so now we've got... nothing really, honestly, in that hand. So we've got a king, we've got a jack, we've got a 10, we've got a 9, we got a 7. So there's our straight. So the question is, hold on. I'm keeping this. So I'll play king, I'll play jack, I'll play 10, I'll play 9, and then I'll play 7. I need to discard this. Actually, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna still win anyway, so I'll play the lucky cards, gain some extra money while I can. So let me discard this 9, and that 5. Maybe the 7 too. I'm probably gonna find an 8, right? Or a queen. All right. We don't need this 9. 8. Hold on. Ace, king, jack, 10, 9 wins us the game right now. So I think I'm gonna discard this 9 though, because I don't want the extra red trigger seal. I want the lucky cards because I want to get the extra money right now while I can. I'm gonna discard like this. Okay, cool. The Emperor. Okay, not the best like ending compared to some of the other stuff we've been getting, but the devil. Wait, keep a gold card around. Which one do we want to turn into a gold card, if any? I mean, whatever, right? Gives us value right now. Do I care to put one of these into a wild category? I don't think I want to turn anything wild. Like, I don't... Like, why? There's really no... there's no value in that. There's a chance I accidentally make my deck and I start getting random flushes that I don't want. Here, I'm actually going to get rid of the ace, though, or I guess the king, in order to play the 9. Because I still got a straight here, but I also get my 2 lucky cards included. And I get a planet card, yeah. And I get money off of the ace and the joker here. Well, I mean, I get money off the ace and I get a planet card. I'll get a Saturn card off the joker. Yeah, I really am starting to understand the game more now. And the blue seal has surprised me. Like, really surprised me. Yeah. I'm starting to... Pieces are coming together. Blue seals. Why is blue always overpowered late game? Alright. You Magic players out there. 1 free reroll per shop. I don't care about any of this. I still haven't got the telescope thing, so this could just be a Saturn, it could be like a Jupiter. It could be junk. Never got the telescoping bonus, so. These planet packs are not the greatest, but. That's a new card we unlocked that just a minute ago. Earn $1 for each 9 in your full deck. You get $8. Is this like every round? Would I literally just be getting just stacking money off of that? Create a tarot card when the blind is selected. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. This is really strong, but I'm not actually hurting for money. We're not gonna worry about that card for now. The next base edition Joker becomes holographic. I don't care about that. I know the straights in that, but I don't care. Man, really? All right, feel better. A little bit better. All right, ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Get rid of the ace, take the 9. Oh, what am I talking about? If I discard now, I might still get 2 more blue seals. Okay, so get rid of the ace, get rid of the king. Keep the steel card. Yeah, I need to keep that regardless because I want the blue thing. Okay, so so we've got, what is our play here? 9, 10, jack, queen, king, and everything else can go besides this 10. Maybe I get 2 blue cards here, or a blue card. Maybe I get nothing. No, whatever. All right, but I did get a higher chance. Like the lucky cards are flowing now. Like that. A straight, and I'm gonna get an extra. Sure. Luck wasn't on my side that time. That's okay. You get the right cards, a straight's pretty easy to chain together. Like, this is stupid. Shortcut? It's very much a build around, but it's pretty good. Oh, a spectral pack. Those always make me nervous. I mean, I guess you could always skip it, so there's literally no downside to taking it, but... Add a playing card to my deck. Yep. Give me something decent here. I feel like ace, probably an 8. It's so weird picking 8s over kings, but like, seriously. The 8 is right in the center of everything. How many kings do I have? Too many? Like way too many? No. Right? I have too many kings. How many of each of these do I have? I have like the queen is the broken spot right here, right? I've got a lot of kings on the higher end. I could realistically just trash my aces. Kings, jacks, 9s, or yeah. 8s, I've got only 4. Is that probably better to take the 8? Because the king's only got 1 buddy to touch on. A king can't touch on the 2. So the king is actually limited to only 3 cards that it can chain with. Whereas the 8 chains with 4 cards. I think the 8 is the better selection. That feels so strange. How many uncommon, all commons after that? Not this time, baseball boy. Sorry about you. All right, trance. Add a blue seal to a selected card in your hand. We want that. Add a red seal to a selected card in your hand. We don't care about that as much. Add a purple seal to one selected card in your hand. That's fine. The same thing. Destroy 1 card in your hand and add 4 enhanced numbered cards to your hand. Yes. That's good for this guy. Extra cards in my deck. This guy's gonna see every time we add a playing card to my deck. Yes. Because he doesn't get weaker when I remove 1. He just sees I added 4. So that's going to be really strong with this guy. This should go up to 6.75 after I click this. I don't even care what it destroys. I could care less. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Reroll. None of those matter. Reroll. We've seen all these before. We don't want any of these. Reroll one more time. And we see junk. That's fine. All clubs are debuffed. Yeah, we don't care. Don't care. All right, so here we want to discard anything that's a club, of course, but we also want to make things into copies of things. Does anybody know what I'm thinking? I want to make a copy of this because I want the extra card to discard. The downside to that is that now I'm running into the same problem I was having a second ago. Now I'm going to have even more kings in the deck. Wait a second, did I just lose a king? What is this calculating right now? What's happening? Is this telling me how many I have of like specific... Oh, effective kings. Effective. Base cards, yes. And then effective. Effective, what does that mean? I have effectively... I have six 9s, but I have effectively 5 of them. Oh, it's saying because... I think that's saying because the club debuff. Effectively, these cards are not relevant this round because of that. Let me actually, here's a good way of checking. I've got a 5 here, no other 5s, but I do have another 5 that's getting knocked out. So do I have 2 5s that are effective? I have effectively 0 5s right now, yes, and I have 2 base 5s. Yeah, that's what that's calculating. All right. Oh, remaining in the deck, but I still have a 5 in my hand. I see. So the thought here is, how many 2s do I have total in the whole deck? I've got a few. The thing is, I need to start getting rid of these 2s. Because the probability of me actually getting a straight on the low end of things is going down because I've been eating away at these lower valued cards. So while this 2 actually is foil or holographic, you know, it's actually a bad card from what I'm trying to do. So it's probably best for me to take this and turn it into this king. And then after that, discard these 2 kings as well as the clubs cards. Sure. Make this 3 into this It's what we want to see, right? We want to keep these in our ending hand. This card, actually, it's the steel version of the 10 that we want the blue steel on. So maybe that's not the best. Because this has anti-energy, right? We want to keep this into the game, but we also... No. $3 if this card is held in hand at the end of round. No. This is also... This is good. I keep mixing up gold cards with gold seals. I just constantly conflate those two things. So this is good because this is eating up the low base cards that we don't care about. And then making cards into glass cards is something that we could consider. Now, starting now, moving forward, because this is going to matter later. I don't like them though. I'm sure there's some build around it or something like that, but I just don't like the idea of destroying my cards, especially whenever this card, especially when I have a card that gets bonuses for having more cards in my deck. That seems like an egregious saying. Something that I should not do. All right. So I want to keep these 10s. If I play a king, a 10, a 9, an 8, and a 6, I can discard pretty reasonably. I don't need this king. I don't need the steel card right now. I'm scoring high without it. And this is going to be the card I play. I can discard like this pretty handily and be fine. Maybe even discard the 6 and then get an ace, an 8, a 10, a 9, a 10, and then just get a jack. Yeah, this seems reasonable. All right, we're going to do this again because that's just not what I care about at all. I guess. Yeah. So now we got a king, a jack, a 10, a 9, and we just need an 8 or like a queen or anything like that. I've got one more discard. I'm not going to worry about it. And honestly, I've got 4 plays. I can play around. All right. So here... Oh, no. Does anybody see what's happening here? This is the feared scenario where I end up with a straight flush. I'm just gonna play junk cards right now. I'm not gonna score a million off of this. I mean, I'm gonna score a lot because these two cards are stupid together right now. But all right, that's all I needed because now I broke this. I broke it because I now have a jack that's there, so we're good. I'm gonna play these because the goal here is to try to get at least one more blue sealer or like a red one. Actually, just the blue one's all I really want. Okay. Let's play like this. And then I should win pretty handily here in this next round. I just wanted to see if I couldn't finagle a situation or create a situation where I end up with... It didn't work out, but that's okay. Ace, king, queen, jack, and then we're skipping this 10. We're going straight to the 9 because the 9's holographic. I didn't get any money off the hands this time around, but it's still worth it to try to get the extra Saturn cards because the Saturn cards are going to carry us really hard here soon. That's the first time I've ever seen 1,000 base chips. It's really good. See, now we're just generating money without actually caring about interest, so it's just ridiculous. Yep. Playing cards can be purchased from the shop. We love that. We use this when we see them. Flushes we don't care about. We don't care about spades. I mean, we buy these. Occasionally something might happen. We might get lucky. All right. Adds 1 stone card to the deck when the blind is selected. So it just slowly turns your whole deck into stone. So that's funny. Times 3 if the poker hand contains one of every type. See, this would be really strong if you played if your whole deck was like a bunch of wild cards, which is effectively what we're trying to avoid. We're not doing any of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. That's what we were doing with the 10s, right? That's what we want. We want more of this. This is fantastic for us. We buy this, increases the power of this. Why not? Sure, we'll slowly increase this. Reroll. We take a 6. It doesn't seem like it's that good. I don't want a 4. That's too late for that. A queen's fine. We'll take the malt card, sure. We'll take the queen. I'm gonna stop buying. I don't want to get too low. All right, score at least 7 million points. Add 1 voucher to the next shop. Yeah. I mean, is that good? Do we want to buy do we want to have 2 vouchers at the same time? Yeah, we're gonna lose a bunch of money for cards that we play. Although actually that doesn't really matter anymore because we're gonna be gaining so much money anyways. Extra vouchers. What other vouchers are there that we haven't got? I mean, it'd be nice to buy a few vouchers all at once. I gotta make 14 million points next at a few from here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the extra voucher. It might be the wrong play, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. Oh, cool. We're already there. Enhances 2 cards into malt cards. I mean, realistically, I don't really see any reason not to just use this right now. So I've got a queen, a 10, a 9, an 8, and a 6, and we've already got a straight right there. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to discard this 3, of course, this 2, this 6, and then I don't know which one do I want to keep. Do I think I keep it like this because I'll discard this one because all this stays in hand if this is played. Nah, we'll discard like this. This is pretty mediocre. I don't need a card to be up. All right, so now we've got a queen. We've got a queen, 10, 9, 8, 7 situation. But we don't want that. Something like that's probably better. I don't even know if marginally speaking right now, if I really even care. Well, no, it would be this because I want the money. I'm going to discard this 8 and this 6. We're going to get there anyways. I'm being a little conservative. I could discard this ace and hope for a king or a jack. I'll do it. I've still got 3 discards. I'm not too worried about it. All right, we got an ace as well. So we've got 10, 8, queen like this. Oh, that's not a jack or okay. So we can discard this then. So we're gonna discard this guy and this 2. Because we've already got a straight, folks. So we've already got the straight here. But what we're trying to do is create the most value by getting some. Well, you know what we're doing. We're trying to get rid of these and turn them into blue cards like that, right? That's kind of the goal. So now we can go queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, and we get triggers on all of it. We're just gonna be here comes the money, money, money. So our straight, and then we just win. This is kind of going forward going to be our main way of earning money. I mean interest as well, but like this is going to earn us a lot of just unintentionally just gather us money. But yeah, we get an extra voucher. That's good. It's really good. 6 million. Oh God, we didn't win. Queen, jack. Wipe the smile off my face fast. All right, we got there. We're okay. All right. So now we've got a 7, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. That's a straight. We've also got an ace, queen, jack, 9, 8. This is probably the right pick because even though we don't get the blue seal on this, we do get the triggers on 3 cards. Whereas if we went the other way around and we took it from the bottom, if we went like, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, queen, we would have to sacrifice the 10 here or the jack. Either way, we're still gonna, it doesn't matter is what I'm trying to say. But in this case, we get to get the most value out of the face value of the ace. We're starting to see the cracks. You gotta be careful here. You can't be as greedy now anymore. Okay. Oof. Uh-huh. My goodness. We really want to try to get through blind 12 if we can pull it off. That's what we were hoping for, right? That's kind of the goal. Did I not use this? No. Failed to click it. Man. Sure. Turtle Bean's really strong, but just nothing we can do with it currently. I just really want to get through this. I want to win. So I'm taking a conservative approach here with my pick there. Come on, give me a Saturn, please. Nope. I think this card is better than the Devious Joker right now. I think this card is better than the Devious Joker right now. 100 guaranteed chips every hand, sure. But I'm also going to be getting a bunch of chips flat out already. We're doing it. Remember, every card that we play this next round is going to cost us money. So the question is, do I just buy everything? Nines are fine. Take that. All right, I think we're about as ready as we're gonna be. Let's go. The nice part is I don't care about the money, right? So this is just a raw score match. So we might get it this time. I'm not gonna try to sculpt crazy hands as much as I can avoid it this time. I'm just gonna try to win. We've got a king, we've got a jack, we've got a 10, we've got a 9, and we have nothing after that. We play the ace, we've got a straight. So the question is, Do I make this 9? I guess that has nothing to do with what I was thinking. Again, I was thinking like gold seal if it's... or whatever. No, but gold seal's whenever you play. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. Nothing. Ignore everything I just said. That wouldn't have mattered at all. I think I'm just gonna play it if there's a straight. We're gonna get through this. That's the goal. Save some discards for later. This might just literally win it instantly because this banana, but I didn't do any of the math. Oh yeah, we're already over 1,000. This is... That's crazy! Oh my! I could have discarded for sure in that one. I didn't know though. Spectra cards can appear inside of Arcana packs. All right, it's interesting. Earn $1 at the end of the round. Payout increases by 2 when base boss. Earn $1 at the end of the round. The buyout increases by $2 when the boss blind is defeated. Sure. Go into the debt. We don't need that. Yeah. See if we get an Arcana card or the. Oh, they don't just kind of appear. They're in all of them. That's crazy. Destroy 5 random cards and gain some money. I'm not doing that. Destroy 1 random card in your hand. Get 2 random enhanced aces in your hand. I don't want aces. I do not like aces. I'll add a blue seal to something. For sure. Say, for example, this guy. He's a steel card and I don't want to get rid of him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'd like that. I really wish I had the telescoping thing. There's so many random packs I bought that have done nothing for me this game. It's alright. Alright, next round. Rerolls at the shop. I don't care about that. Score 300 million points. This is probably where we lose, folks. 300 million points. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, we're gonna discard like so, I guess. How many queens do I need? Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8. Don't need all these queens. All right, we got a queen, we got a jack, we got a 10, we got a 9, we have nothing after that because I discarded one of those, but, you know, whatever. All right. That's better. Ace, king, queen. Jack, 9. Turn a card into a steel card. This one, maybe? Oh, I don't want to turn it into a steel card. We'll turn these joke cards into steel cards. I'm not going to use them, but we'll turn them into steel cards. Because, you know, if by chance I happen to have them in my hand, we'll use them. King, 9, right? We said, yeah. So we'll play this. And if we win, which would be nice here, then we'll get a lot. I mean, I don't think we will. 300 million points is quite a bit. We are starting to get into some crazy bonus territory, though, for sure. Some crazy bonus territory, but we're still... This is the end of our run, for sure. But let's try our hardest. King, queen, 10, 8, 7. Do we have another straight? All right. Okay. I mean, I don't see it happening. We'd have to get really lucky here, but and every one of our plays is going to get weaker because the blue Joker's getting weaker. This is it, folks. But let's play it out. All right, we got ace, king, queen, 10, 8. Well, let's be efficient. Let's be efficient. This was a really close run, folks. But we got to ante 12, right? Like, I'm really excited about it. That's what I was trying to get to. I just wanted to see what that was like. You know, we unlocked some new things because of it too. I mean, we were right there though. I mean, for this round, I mean, we were gonna lose it for the next one anyways, but. All right, so here, when we have a straight here, but we want to go for broke on something here, right? We've got a 6, a 7, a 9, a 10. 6, 7, 9, 10. 4, 6, 7. 4 touches 6, touches 7, touches 9, touches 10. It's a sad hand, but we're gonna do this. Okay, we've got 6, 7, 9, 10. We're gonna have to touch the 4. We don't have a choice. We have to play it this way. It's been a good game. I feel pretty good about this, but this is it. We faced our death with dignity because we're learning the game, and honestly, like, this straight run has taught me quite a bit. I learned so much about blue seals this game. That is completely, like, oh my gosh. The fact that I now know that that's how blue seals work, it just blows my mind. What do we unlock? Oh yeah, we saw this one. We actually saw it, and we played long enough that we actually saw it in our next packs too. Start a run with 26 spades and 26 hearts in your deck. Is that like two of every card? I don't actually think that's that good. Oh, this is the other half of that one card. -1 ante, -1, -1 discard each round. So now I understand the value of this card more. Before, I was like, why would you ever want to discard your hand size? But the answer to that is it kind of resets the power level of the enemies. They're multiple. Like, I would get one whole new ante against them. So if I was like an ante 6, it would set me back to ante 5. Early, that doesn't really feel like a lot. But in the late game, like, let's say I got it in round 12 and I got it, it set me back to like 11. Now I get to play like on my playing level. I would have been able to survive that for sure if the points hadn't multiplied by that, because it's going up, it's exponentiating. I'm sure it is. I would love to see the numbers on that, but I'm pretty sure every world is an exponential compared to the previous one. I mean, it has to be, right? You're not going like 300 points, 450, 600 in the first ante to by ante like 14 or 15, you're seeing numbers that are like e to the 6th, you know, some number times e to the, no, like, there's no way. Or I mean e to the 16th, I mean to say. -1 ante, -1 discard each round. Reroll the shop at least a total of 100 times. I rerolled that many times this time around. That's funny. All right, I'm gonna stop there, but we learned a lot tonight. I just want to say really, I mean, I don't know why I feel the need to say this. I am so disappointed, and so, I'm kind of sorry, but I'm kind of disappointed, you know, that there's a lot of emotions involved with that queen run. I didn't know what I had. I wasn't good enough in the game. Like, so it's one of the greatest fumble of the century, maybe, I don't know. But a whole deck like that, if I had known what I know now about blue seals, maybe I could have, I don't know, but now that I know what I was going to say about blue seals, like, now that I know what I know about blue seals, that's going to change our runs moving forward. I mean, it's not going to change every single run, but I just got to, what was it, like level 26 or something on straights? I didn't understand that's what blue seals did. Now I know. Discard with vigor to get those blue seal cards so you can end the game with those in your hand. I kind of just thought they were, yeah, cutesy little extra things. And I know the gold seal can earn you some extra money, and that can be powerful. The red seal is a very powerful card, especially in the late game. It can kind of win you some stuff, but the blue seal, man, that might be busted. That might be too good, right? Like, I think the blue seal, I don't know, but that might be the most powerful seal, right? Because the money is good, but like, you can only spend money on so many things. Whereas if you just keep chaining together like blue seals and just getting multiple, like Saturn, I got 3 Saturn cards in one round. That's insane. That to me, I think has a higher ceiling and higher capacity to like pole vault you to like, you know, like, or, you know, like catapult you towards like the high level of like, you know, hands, the high level score like antes, like the 13s, the 14s, the 15s up there, than I think anything else does. But we will have to see. That was a good run. I had a lot of fun with that one. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I just want to say thank you again for watching. This has probably run a little longer than some of my other videos, although I've been saying that, and sometimes I think it's only going to run 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. I thought some of them were longer than that, and it turns out I was wrong. If you're enjoying this content, like I said, make a comment in the comments, you know, like, let me know if I made any mistakes. I'm sure I made plenty. I always liked, you know, reading those and see where people's insights. I've learned quite a bit from reading people's comments. I try to engage with them when I can. If you want to make a comment, you know, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification or whatever, like let people know that I'm making videos. If you want to share it with other people, do that. That sounds good. But that is it for me for tonight. And until next time, I'm the Blue Titan. Thanks for being here. Good night. See you, nerds.